I gotta do the tube thing again, guys. We gotta sound on the tube. That was my bad. So, guys, make sure we're doing all of the good things. Tubers, Twitchers, hi. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right, and again, if you'd like to support me, support the stream. All right, just the links are in the bio. Also, you can send a super chat. You can send those Twitch things. I forgot what they're called, but let's just do all of the good things and have fun today, guys. It's the middle of the day. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. Why not just have some fun, you know, talking to some Trump supporters? Why not, right? I mean, I'm gonna have fun. I am. So let's see what we have here, and let's go ahead and get the backup up in the box. up in the room.
Why the whole room shift? Power and emotion. Yeah, the whole world live. What we doing here? If it ain't progression, she the ever go back. Yeah, she bring the pressure. And the fact. Yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past. Now the future go inside. If it is off, yeah, the moment is now. No, miracle fake. Got the whole world out.
Yo, what's going on, Erica?
This ain't just a moment.
Don't do that.
What's going on?
It's a movement.
Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, hi. Your name is
What's up, Erica?
Amazing. Okay, so
Amusing,
Mark.
but yes.
Amusing. Okay,
Yes.
Amusing Mark. So Mark,
Yes, Erica
are you a
Shane.
Trump supporter? My name is Shantae.
Yes,
It's
I am.
Erica Shantae.
My apology. You know, it gets cut off right here. It says Erica Shantae. I didn't read that part. Before we start, hey, that intro music,
What about it?
straight garbage.
Sure. So is your mother, but we don't have to talk about it
You see
Anywho,
how
I hear you,
why
though.
you talking my mother like that?
because you're being disrespectful.
Because you can't use your own thoughts. You just gotta attack my mom. That makes no sense. Well, at least I got my mom.
At least you have
What's all
your
that
mom.
movement back there? What's
None
up with
of your
that pillow
business.
moving?
It's a ghost.
Okay,
Anywho, focus.
Okay.
For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 26.
You're 26.
Yeah, baby,
I
you
would've
like
never
that?
thought it was gonna put you definitely at about 18.
No,
Just
no,
turned
I'm
18.
26. I like to
Okay,
exercise.
So, anywho, with
Yes,
that being
yes.
said, all right,
Uh-huh.
why are you still supporting a person that's robbing the American people blind?
Robbing the American people blind. I don't know
Mhm.
what you're talking about, sweetheart.
Don't call me
Matter of
sweetheart
fact,
because I'm not your sweetheart.
Okay, my apologies, baby. My
I need you to
apologies.
stop. Like, did you just come up here to be like rude?
No,
and,
I'm just
like,
trying to have a
rage bait?
genuine conversation. It's just the way I
This-
speak.
No,
Look,
well, I'm
look,
gonna
look,
need you
look.
not to
Okay,
speak that way. Like, chill out, bro.
okay. Look, I will do my best
Like,
not to
you
use
need to
any
really
words
calm
like
down.
that to offend you. I did not mean to offend you.
Like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that you're incapable of having an
I-
actual productive
I'm
conversation.
trying to have a conversation with you. Look, he secured the border. Okay, look at that. He secured the border,
How did Donald Trump secure the border? Name the policy.
getting all those hundreds of thousands of people crossing the border. Not only Mexicans, they ain't Mexicans. It's Asians, Haitians, everyone from around the world going to the Mexican border. Okay, and these cartels, you know, they want to say, oh, these people are so hardworking. Yeah, because they got to pay back the cartels.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry. So are you trying to say that all the people who actually came across the southern border are somehow, some way interconnected or related to the cartel?
Yes,
That
yes.
is absolutely asinine. I hope you know that.
How's that asinine? How is that
It's
asinine?
actually very bigoted of you to assume that.
You calling me the bigot? You're over here trying to
Yeah.
get reparations. Hell
How
no.
is that bigoted?
You're
do you
bigoted.
mean?
You stole that.
You
You're
don't
like
know-
you're
do you know what
you're
bigotry
as
is?
bad as the BLM woman
You
who
have
stole all
absolutely
those
no
money, who stole all that
idea
money.
What it is that
The
you're talking
founder of
about.
BLM stole all that money and moved into that white community. You're just as
Yeah,
bad as her.
You have no idea what it is that you're talking about. You just say words.
You don't
and
know
hope
what you're
that
talking. You're
something
calling me a
sticks.
bigot.
Okay, so
You calling me a bigot.
anywho, You are extremely disingenuous. So there's that
I
part.
think you're very unprofessional.
highly
I think you're really
intellectually
rude.
Intelligent.
Okay.
And unintelligent. Highly.
You're unintelligent over here
You're
asking for tips.
highly.
You're
So
like
what
a
I'm gonna
beggar.
do
You're an
is-
e-beggar. You're
I'm an
e-begging.
e-beggar. Okay.
You're
all right.
already, yeah.
It's
And you know what?
crazy
That wig,
how
that
you
wig
say
you got
that I'm
on, it ain't
seriously
cute. That wig
begging
ain't cute.
for tips
That-
when I haven't received anything. I literally
Yes,
just
you
started
have.
my live
Yes,
stream.
you have.
All right, and it's crazy
You're
that
extremely
you're pocket
rude.
watching. It's literally giving
Pocket
broke.
watching.
You're broke.
You're.
I hear you though. I definitely hear
I'm broke.
you.
I got a job.
I hear you, though.
Unlike
Then go
you,
do
you
your
know, I serve
job.
my country.
It's,
Unlike
2
you,
p.m.
I
Mountain
serve
Standard
my
Time.
country.
Go do your job.
It's 1 p.m. You're in the East Coast. Fuck the East Coast. Fuck you too.
If it's 1 p.m.
And you know,
for
unlike
and
you,
it's 2
I
p.m. for
served my
me,
country.
How
You
would
didn't
it
serve.
be on the East Coast? So you don't know how time works. This is who we're
You don't
allowing in the
know.
military right now. This is
You're
crazy
so-
work. This is who we're allowing in the
Go back-
military. Supposedly
have more-
grown men who actually
got
like to fight with the mute button
More.
is wicked work.
You don't know.
That is crazy.
You don't know.
Wow. Hi, Hector.
You don't know.
Why is this white boy who looks like the last 7 serial killers talking shit?
I have
Hector,
no
hop off my-
idea. He literally came in
Hop
here
off-
like super manic and just out of control. It was a
Hop
bit
off my nuts.
ridiculous. I have no idea what
Hop
he
off my
has
nuts.
going on with him.
Like real shit. I
Hector,
joined the
weird.
live. I joined the
Hector,
live and I started doing like the
Hector,
drills that we learned in school for
yo,
shootings. I was nervous.
Hector,
Shit is weird.
you
Very,
The
very
are
strange
haircut,
behavior.
the
on
haircut, the pale skin,
my
it is definitely
nuts.
giving insult. It's giving insult. I wonder how many
Let me up.
black pills he
Let
swallowed.
me
That's
talk.
crazy work.
You're not letting me.
This
Absolutely
man swallowed the
crazy.
pills. He swallowed the
You're not
Tide
letting me talk.
Pods.
Ew.
He swallowed the
Can I talk?
Like
Xanax.
people like you, we
Can
just
I
simply
please
make fun of.
stop?
Nope, you don't
I,
get to.
I think he
You're a
We
chugged
just
bleach
make fun
too.
of you. That's
you're a
all.
fascist.
I think he plugged bleach.
You
You're a
don't know what
fascist.
fascism
I think he
is.
does that.
You don't know what
You are
fascism is. I
you
got it, Hector. You don't know what
you're a
fascism
fascist.
is.
You are.
Because if you knew what
You're
fascism
you're
is, then you wouldn't be
you're
claiming to
silencing me.
support Donald Trump. If you knew
You're
what fascism
silencing.
is,
You're a
right?
fascist.
Sure. No, I'm anti-fascist. That's what I
You-
am.
You're
Anti-fascist.
clearly a fascist.
You don't know what it is. Can you
You're over here silencing
tell
me.
us succinctly, what is fascism? The floor is
You
yours.
are
What is
a
it?
perfect
Tell
definition
us
of
then.
fascism. All right,
Tell us what it
silencing people
is.
when they don't agree with you. Okay, that's a
Oh my
big
God, here
example
we
right
go.
there. Look, Erica,
You're
I don't know
talking
what's going
about, you're
through.
an idiot. You're an
You're a
idiot.
professional
Hey,
victim. You're a
Hector, I'm
professional
going to
victim.
drop you
You're a
and bring you right
professional
back,
victim.
okay?
Hector, hop off my
Re-request
nuts.
back up.
Erica, professional
Sir,
victim.
you have never had any
Ma'am,
one of those, so
ma'am,
like
you need
chill
to,
out. Chill
ma'am, you
out.
need to calm
You're
down.
chill out. Like
You
calm
need to
yourself
calm
down.
down.
Calm your koofy down. Take a break. Go
Whoa,
have some
whoa.
animal crackers and
Why are
some
you getting
flavored
like
milk. All
you're being
right,
very
go do
racist?
that. Calm down. Yeah,
Extremely,
go calm down. There we go.
extremely racist. You need to go chill out. You need to stop being so divisive. And can I speak? Can I please speak? Can I please speak?
No, you can't.
I
Hector,
said
do you
please.
have anything else that you want to say to this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
racist.
I was
Say
just gonna
something more.
say, this is what happens when you don't drink your water, mind your business, take your gummy vitamins, and suck Trump off. You get incels like this.
Pretty much.
And I hope what you said to him tonight or this evening does not lead to the next unaliving. They try to call you an accomplice to murder
Jesus Christ.
because of the way that you just embarrassed him. And, you know,
That's pretty extreme, bro.
He just literally came in like super duper out of control. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That was highly unnecessary. Anywho, guys, keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live, keep doing all of the good things, all of the good things. All right, thank you so much for the glasses. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tay Tay. All right, with that being said, yeah, guys, keep doing all the good things. Steven, are you a Trump supporter?
I voted for him, yes.
Okay, are you a Trump supporter though?
I support anybody in office until their term, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's like a yes or no question. So the answer is yes. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So why
go.
are you still, I'm going to ask you the same question. Why are you still supporting the person who's robbing us blind?
So tell me what it means to not support somebody. What does that mean to them in office?
I'm so sorry. Are you confused? Do you think that you get to ask the opening questions without answering a question?
You not want to answer?
So
Okay,
is that
I'm
what
sorry.
that
Ask me again.
is?
I'll answer it. Go ahead.
What are we doing here? Do you all need to read the rules before coming into like this space? All
I'm
right.
good. Go ahead.
The question was, why are you still supporting the person who's robbing us blind?
I'm still supporting Trump because he's in office and he has a term to fulfill.
So you have blind loyalty, pretty much. That's what it is. So your support has no conditions whatsoever.
What do you mean by support?
By support, I mean being in line and agreeing with the policies in which they're implementing, if there are any policies, or actually defending their actions.
That's
So
a
like
better question. I appreciate that.
So with that being said, let me ask you this question. If the election were held today and you had to choose between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, who would you choose?
Between those two, or can I vote third party?
Between those two. Those are the only two options.
If I can't vote third party, I would still go Trump.
You still go Trump. Okay. All right. So you're a Trump supporter. All right. So why are you
I'm
still
a
supporting the
Republican.
person who is robbing us blind?
Well, I think what you're missing is that there's a lot of people that voted
Oh,
for
you
Trump
can't
this
answer
time.
the question? Do you not know how
I'm
he's robbing us blind? Is that what it is? If you don't know,
so
I can tell
I
you.
can't answer the question. So you're just trying to guide me down a path, or can
I'm
I
not trying to
actually
guide you
speak?
down a path. I just want you to answer our question. But if you don't know what it is that I'm talking about, then by all means, I can give you some context.
Well, that's what you're hoping for. You're saying robbing us blind. You're hoping that I'm going to say like, "What do you mean?" You can like, keep talking. Can I
No,
talk
you
at all,
don't
or
know.
you?
No, because you want
Okay,
to change the subject. That's
I'm
why.
not. I'm not changing the subject.
You just said that
You
you're a
were asking.
Republican. I don't care
No, no. What
why.
is your prompt? Your
I
prompt is,
didn't
why are you still
ask
supporting
you.
Trump?
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask you why you would still vote for Donald Trump. I'm just simply asking you, why are you still
You did that.
supporting the person who wants to rob us blind? So I'm giving you that.
So
The
what do you
floor is
mean by
yours.
rob us
Answer the
blind? Go
question.
ahead, keep talking,
Answer
because
the
that's what you
question.
really want.
I literally
Why
just
is he
said
really?
answer the question.
I would not support anyone that's robbing us blind, but how is he doing that? Please talk. Go ahead. That's what you want anyway.
What'd you say, Hector?
I just said, huh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're still throwing your support behind a person who's literally suing the American people via the IRS for
Here
$10
we go.
billion.
This is her planned speech,
And
guys.
then he's also actually wanting to use $10 billion in seed money for the Board of Peace. Do you know what any of those things are in relation to? Like, do you know anything about those?
This is what you're guiding people toward, and you're going to block them and drop them if they don't want to go down your path.
Block
Can I
them
bring
and
up some
drop them?
stuff? Yeah, that's what you've been doing.
Not you wanting to ignore your president's activities and how
Yeah.
he's robbing
No,
Americans
she clearly
blind.
wanted.
Because
She
if you're
asked
to
a
actually
very.
engage,
She asked a very
if you were to
directed
actually
question.
engage with what the president of the United States is doing, instead of being more hyper focused on the fact that she is using this as an argument
Bro, I
against
get
why
it.
he's
You,
so
I get it.
terrible,
You're on
that
her
would
side.
make you
We all
look
know that.
really
Yeah,
sad.
he's a co-host.
We all know it.
Really
You're on her side.
sad.
You're on
That's
her side. I
like,
get it.
Erica, that's like going, did you know that
Erica,
your
that's
president
like
was held
Erica. I'm on
civilly
your side,
liable
bro.
of the sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll? And then they
You're
respond
ridiculous.
with, but the Dow is up 50,000
But
points.
I
did
didn't
you
say
know
that.
the Dow
When did
was
I
up
say that?
50,000?
I did
I
not
did
say
not
that.
know that the Dow is up 50,000.
You guys,
What?
you
Oh
guys
my
just repeat
gosh.
the
At
same
this
stuff
point
all
in
the time.
time, at this
You
point
don't
in
want a
time, I
productive
guess I'm
conversation.
just going to give Donald Trump my daughter. Woo!
Woo!
You don't want a
Anywho,
productive
Steven,
conversation. It's clear.
literally, why are you still supporting Trump? Just answer the question. I'm giving you the floor.
Oh, okay, great, awesome. Okay, an open-ended question. So you might not agree with this. Many people in here won't, but the reason why is because he's in office, and unless you're suggesting that
So
we're going
stupid.
to, oh my God, you can't. You said uninterrupted, but you said so
You
stupid.
didn't want to address
You
what
just don't
she
know how to
said
do
just
it.
to say that he's
You
in
don't know
office,
how
so I
to
Is that
do
support
it.
right?
You
him.
That's
don't know
literally
how
your
to do it.
Jesus
You
Christ.
don't know how to do
Oh
it.
my God, this is
You
literally
don't know how
why
to do
we
it.
laugh at you
Uninterrupted.
people.
What does uninterrupted? Let me ask you.
Go
What does
ahead, you got the
uninterrupted
floor.
mean?
I'm gonna turn my mic down and just laugh at you. You're gonna see me laughing
Perfect.
at you. Go ahead.
I would love to watch you if you could just refrain from chiming in. Perfect. Awesome. Do that. Good girl. So I'm just kidding. So
See, don't get fucking ahead of yourself. That's the problem right there with you people. All right, you get ahead of yourself.
You
I don't know
people?
the fuck you think
You-
you're talking to. All right. Yes, when I say you people, I'm talking about Trump supporters. All right.
I
don't
love
know
it.
who
I
you
love
think
it.
that you're talking to, but you need to calm down. Like seriously.
He's gonna
I'm
drop me,
giving you the
guys. Watch
floor.
it.
I'm not
Watch.
gonna. Why would I
Watch.
drop you? Literally, why would I drop you? Just behave yourself. Like seriously, be an adult.
Look at her seriousness.
All right.
So they
Be
can
an
they
adult.
can they can say anything they want to other people that come on that panel, but if I make a joke, she gets.
All you were asked to do is address what she said, and you're so insecure, and you got so in your feelings. So you tried to do a little trigger thingy, but we're gonna continue to laugh at you anyways.
That part.
I'll behave. All right. So can I talk or no?
Sure, the floor is yours.
Okay, perfect. I'll behave, but I want you guys to respect the same thing on your end. Okay,
Good boy.
so when it comes to, thank you, sir. I love it. So when it comes to, why can't we make a joke of it? When it comes to why people voted for Trump, I did not vote for Trump the last two times. I voted for him this time, and I've also voted Democratic, and I also hold views that lean left when it comes to like pro-choice and things like that. So I know you guys love to like, oh yeah, he's just like on here saying this stuff. But the fact is, there's a lot of us that voted for Trump this time for reasons that go beyond what your brains can comprehend. You want to put us all in the category of fascists and racists and all this other stuff. But there's a lot of reasons why more black people vote. Twice as many black people voted for him this time. A lot of Latinos. Oh, you're interrupting. Oh, interesting.
Where
You
do
can't
think
hold
these
back, I
numbers
guess.
from?
I guess you can't hold back. That's so weird. When somebody states something, Keep laughing, bro. Laugh maniacally. That's what you do.
So
here's
Erica, I just want to remind everyone.
No, I'll go on mute. Go ahead, bro.
Steven said that we voted for Donald Trump for more reasons than y'all's brains could ever possibly understand.
He did.
And he did that alongside insulting our brain power as two black people. And then
I didn't say black.
And then went ahead.
You added that.
Sir, we're two black people, you stupid fuck. Shut up. Just give me a second. Okay. So he did that. Then he made the correlation, right, with black people who then would have voted for Trump, which I thought was interesting. But anyway, the point of me saying all this is saying he voted for Trump for reasons that our brains can't comprehend. And we straight up asked him why he was voting for Trump. And literally 3 times over, he just kept saying because he's in office.
Exactly. So that would be
No, I didn't say that. Listen to it back. I didn't say I voted for him because he's in office. That'd be a stupid thing
you still support him because he's in office.
Yeah, but I said I voted for him. I voted for him for a lot of the same reasons.
I don't care about why you voted for him.
Oh, you don't care about why I voted?
The question
Okay,
is supporting. Why are you still supporting him? See, that's why we can't move forward with you all.
I trust the judicial process. I trust the judicial process. How about
Trump doesn't trust the judicial process. So there's
But we should, right? We should, right?
I definitely do.
Unless you want to be a conspiracy theorist.
For the most part, I trust the judicial process. The justice system hasn't always been fair. However,
you're backtracking now.
With that being said,
you trust it, but you don't.
With that being said, Donald Trump himself doesn't. He doesn't even understand the Supreme Court decision that was passed down on Friday in regards to him not being able to implement tariffs.
Here's the talking points.
IEEPA.
Love it.
Donald Trump literally thinks
just reading,
that he
guys,
still
right
has unilateral power.
Oh, she's not even saying it right. That's how you know she's reading.
Impose tariffs. I'm not reading. And he actually thinks
you
that
are
he
reading.
has
You
that.
just mispronounced that word.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the gift goals here. So Donald Trump thinks that he can still go above Congress to implement tariffs. He still thinks that. That's why he said this morning that he's going to impose even higher tariffs. All right. Like he's going full throttle with this after the Supreme Court told him that he couldn't implement tariffs because of Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution gives that power to Congress. All right. Donald Trump decided to use Section 122 of the trade agreement to implement a 10% tariff for 150 days, and then decided, you know what, that's not enough. I'm going to max it out at 15%. And he's also trying to go and look to see how he can use Section 232 tariffs, all right, for national security reasons, and then Section 301 tariffs for trade reasons. All right. He really wants to implement these tariffs, but we've already seen that this additional tax that the American people have to pay is not good for us. It isn't. It increases prices because they're what? It starts with an I, all right, and is inflationary. Try it out.
Good joke.
So
welcome, Green.
Person, chill out. The only reason I sent this person an invite is they put something interesting down in the comments. They said this man was platformed for days and he said he regrets his vote. I just wanted to hear from them once you were done, Erica.
Okay, go ahead, Green. You have the floor.
Let's hear it. Go ahead, Green.
Green.
Hi, Erica. I absolutely adore you, by the way. You're one of my favorites on this TikTok platform. I'm just a little creator amongst some other little creators that do lives, and we platform this guy for weeks. Weeks. Claiming to be on Steph's live, my live, Eris's live, and as well as Beauty's live.
And how much did I donate to your lives? I appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, I don't care what you donated. The point is you infiltrated pretending you were a regretful Trump voter.
No, I said I don't like.
No, you said you regretted your vote.
No, I said I don't like a lot of what he's doing.
And not only that, you have an additional account where you're named Jake, and Jake happens to be a racist and likes to go around sometimes and make very, very racist statements. But it's your alter ego that I found out about because you were on another live where you were Jake instead of Steven.
Wait, what
and
were
then
the
I
racist
recognized
comments,
and I recognized the voice.
You gotta specify.
After pretending to be our friends, and I'll land here, after pretending to be a friend and listening to us and agreeing with many things and saying, yes, I absolutely do regret my vote. I would would never
I didn't
vote
say
for him
absolutely
again.
never
Yes, you
vote.
did.
Never
Yes, you
said that.
did. And then in the end, he
Pull up
follows
the
me.
audio.
I was on another live where I wasn't even platforming myself or anything. I was just joining another live with other people, a friendly space where he came in, and then he tried to bash the way that I operate my live and how, you know, how
Look
I,
at these extreme terms.
yeah,
I
no,
bash it. I just gave
it's all
positive. I
true.
just gave honest feedback.
Yeah,
So you're just
Yeah.
basically disingenuous. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
being honest.
I mean, if you want to believe that, sure. I mean, if you guys want to kick me, go ahead.
I
but
don't have a reason to lie. I just want people to know who you are. That's all.
No, you do though, because you got
he
upset
wants
when
to
I
be
gave
kicked
you
so
honest
bad.
feedback.
He wants to be
He
kicked
really
so bad.
does.
Like, what's
This
I
is
don't, but I just know
crazy.
what you guys do. This
He's
is what
the
you
only
do.
wants to be
person who
kicked.
suggested getting kicked. He's like
Because
freeing
I've
me from this
seen
cooking.
I've
It's
seen what you do
crazy.
to people.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Green, thank you so much for
Thank
accepting
you,
that
Hector.
invite.
I
Appreciate
love you
and giving that.
guys. I'm always a
Appreciate you.
fan. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, love.
I
Have a
appreciate
great
you
night.
guys.
Make sure you're
You
following
too.
Green. Awesome. Yeah, dude, you're ridiculous.
All she talks about is immigration, by the way. So follow her if you want nonstop immigration talk.
I think immigration is something very important that people should know about. How the
I
process
do
actually works.
I do too.
So
But that's
there's
why I'm
that.
no longer in there, because we talked it all out.
All Republicans do is talk about fucking immigration and
Exactly.
misconstrue it for that
Did
matter.
I bring it up? I didn't bring it up.
You all do not understand it whatsoever. But there's that. Anywho, thus far, all you've told us is basically that you support Donald Trump because he is the president.
Because he's in office.
That's
Yeah.
literally the most silliest reason to support someone. That's called blind support. I've said it like 3 times already on this live. All right, it makes
I
absolutely
support
no
Gavin
sense
Newsom
because,
as my
like,
governor,
would you
even though I
really,
don't
like,
I don't
just-
agree with him.
It doesn't make any sense. You haven't provided anything. I'm surprised that Green allowed you to be on their panel, okay, because you don't
Wow.
give anything.
I won't even go there.
You can't. You
But
don't,
so
you don't
so
give anything.
Newsom is a Democrat, right? I don't agree
Yeah,
with
we're
almost
not
anything
talking
he
about
does,
Newsom.
but I still
We're talking
support
about
him in
Donald
office.
Trump.
I still support
But we're
politicians in
talking
office
about
until
Donald
they're out.
Trump, though.
Right.
All right,
But
and you
we're
can't
talking.
name anything that it is that Donald Trump has done that you support.
We want me to tell you some policies?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so and this is where you can really tell if people on the left are so far. Is that let's talk about certain policies that actually help people. One of them is the Trump account.
The Trump account that hasn't gone into effect yet. So just
Which it will,
the
and it's a good thing,
idea
right?
of it. No, actually, no, it's not. It's going to benefit those who
This is
actually
how you can tell they're
can
far
afford
left,
to
guys.
save. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So how is it going to help the lower middle class and our working class people?
You get a
It's just
free
literally
$1,000. Yeah,
They're
it's a
going to
free-
have to
it's-
have
it's
a
good thing, right?
child. They're going to have to
Yeah.
have a child, and this
So you don't
$1,000
support a
isn't
benefit for
helping
people
them.
outside of yourself?
This $1,000 isn't helping them immediately. This is something
Yes,
that
it
they're
is.
going to have to. No, it's not. It's something that they're going to have to wait 18 years for the child to be able to use. Okay, and the actual funding of this is going to be dependent upon the stock market. Okay, so how the S&P 500 does. So if the market were to crash, then the Trump accounts become what?
Do you realize that the S&P 500 since inception has returned 11% on average through all the ups and downs?
Doesn't matter. If the market were to crash, then what? You have to
Temporarily
think of all possible
crash.
avenues, right?
Yeah, but you're saying like temporarily, like 2008, right? And when it goes down 40, 50% depending on your investment account. But if it recovers, right, then it doesn't matter. Look where we are now. Like everything over time.
How does it help people? How does it actually help people is the question. Because again,
It helps people because it's one of the best. It's actually better than real estate over time.
Context to the question, please. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. If you want to pretend to be genuine, all right, and engage in productive conversation, by all means, all right, let's
All right, I'll
have
calm
some
down.
civility here. Thank you.
Agreed.
Thank you. With that being said, the majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, as I mentioned. All right. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul. So we know these things, right? Okay. How is $1,000 in an account that they can't touch helping them? All right. When in order to get this $1,000, you have to have a child. Okay. You have to give birth. Children are extremely expensive. Do you have children?
I have 3.
You have 3. Okay, you have 3. You have 2 more than I do. Okay. All right. And with just one, I know how expensive it is. All right. Like this kid does not like the typical things. This is a kid who has exquisite taste. Okay. So children are expensive is basically the point. And if you're middle class and you are the working class, like lower middle class, making no more than, let's say, 50 or 60,000 a year, and you have to work and you're doing it on your own per se, how does this actually help them? Where are they going to find
Okay,
the money
so
to save outside of their 401k that comes right out of their paycheck?
right. So let's this is the best example I can give you. If you go back to when you were a baby, if you were first born and anybody put $1,000 into an account that you didn't know about, you didn't have to contribute to, your parents didn't have to contribute to it, it follows the S&P 500 over time. 60 years later, which is when you're in retirement years, you're just now finding out about this account. It's now worth $400,000 because of what the return, how compounding interest works. Isn't that a good thing?
Can we deal in reality, please? This is for 18
That
years.
is the reality.
This is for 18 years. All right. This is something that the people are going to be able to take the money out at 18 years of age.
Or put it into an IRA. Yep.
So here's the thing, right? Is the Trump administration offering, let's say, financial literacy courses to people? So when they say that, okay, you start this Trump account, okay, because there's so many negatives here. Like, I'm running through all the things that I know about the Trump account, and I'm trying to give you like the best one. All right, so here's this Trump account. All right, your kid gets to use it at 18 years old. That's all that they're telling them. All right, are we going to give people financial literacy courses to go along with this? Are we going to teach people how to save money? I didn't hear any of that along with this Trump account thing. All I heard was, all right, is that you get $1,000 if you have a kid. All right, and this is also over the span of just 2 years. Okay, so at max, you can have 2 kids over the span of 2 years, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I think right now it's over a 2-year period, which might be extended, but yeah.
Exactly. It's over 2 years. So with it being just for 2 years, all right, max you can do is 2 kids. Okay. And then also the reason why this does actually benefit basically those of means more than it does for the everyday average American is because you can contribute, I believe, up to $15,000. You know about it. You can
it's 5 or 6 grand. Yeah,
It's 5. So it's not 15, it's 5. Thank you. Okay. So like other people can put, like, you and let's say family, you guys can do a max contribution of $5,000 towards it. All right. So if you have family who can do that, then by all means, this benefits you and you will get to see that money grow. All right. But if you don't, all you're stuck with is the $1,000. And again, that's dependent upon the stock market. Regardless of its previous history, we don't know how the market is going to act in the future. We can only guess. Okay, but if we do have a crash, then again, it renders these accounts useless. It's simply just going to stay at the $1,000. Right? What is a child going to do with that at 18 years old?
So, yeah, I mean, so what you're saying is that they'll have options to do something else with that money, right? And so you're using that as a negative. What I'm saying is if somehow the parent says, don't even worry about that, leave that until retirement. With the return, the average return since inception at 11%, obviously we have to adjust for inflation, which brings it down to a lower spending ability. But the fact is that over a 60-year period, that becomes $400,000. That's a good thing.
He said, and by the way, a 60-year period, but these things are literally just like for 18 years. It's how long the child gets to decide what they want to do with it at 18 years old. But again, it's for 18 years.
If the parent says, "Hey, just keep it in there, you don't touch it, whatever," right? Then it stays in there for the next.
Let's just work within the realms of the policy, which very much would be up to 18 years. I don't know why you're doing this 60-year
but then
thing
also
to make it sound better.
Because that's a retirement account, which it turns into. It turns into an IRA. Oh my! You don't sound smart about this issue, bro. Just don't.
No one cares. So I love how we're selective socialists now on the Trump side. It's really crazy.
It's not socialist. How's a socialist?
How are we paying for this?
So, by the way, you said something earlier that I agree.
This is going to come from taxpayer dollars when we literally could just do like a tax credit, or we could simply do a tax credit.
Then they spend it, right?
Every year. Or we can also do the thing where we actually take the money for this and let's say, I don't know, maybe apply it to the social programs that Donald Trump decided to cut so that he could pass his big, ugly bill. Like, why don't we just do that?
that's a different conversation, and I think that has merit to say, okay, if we're trading off that for this, then that's a whole different conversation. But if we're just saying we're adding something that gives somebody, an account that can supplement a 529 plan, that can supplement an IRA, it turns into a retirement account. This country, I think, has a big divide from the in general, on the people on the right, not the low, maybe the low, lower sophisticated people from investing perspective, but the right and the left in general have a big divide. I've seen this on every live I join, where the left does not trust the financial system. They don't trust the stock market. They don't trust mutual funds, ETFs, S&P 500s, right? So it seems like you'd rather trust the government to manage it in some programs like Social Security and some other things, but you want the right person in there that you can trust. And obviously Donald Trump is not that person. Whereas a lot of people on the right that have grown up in a way where they've somehow along the way learned about investing, and they don't fear it as much as long as you're properly diversified. You can follow what's going to happen over the next 10, 20 years. The stock market as a whole has outperformed the real estate and almost every other investment that you can put your money into. So why would you not do it if you can properly diversify and get those gains over time? The people on the right that realize that, work hard, save money, put it in those accounts, grow it over time. And then we enter these chats where you guys are like, I don't trust the stock market. We need more handouts from the government. It's like we all decided that we trusted it. We put our money into it, and now it's grown. And now what?
Anyway, how are we going to pay for it?
So
pay for what? Your own savings?
How are we going to pay for this account?
The Trump account? Well, it comes from the same thing where you would decide any other social program. So you added on to it. I don't know. Has he said?
So we're going to tax Americans more to put $1,000 into these American savings, so long as you don't have more than 2 kids.
Do you agree that the birth rates are low and
it's a yes or no?
Yes, we are. We're going to tax people more.
So Donald Trump, upon giving the top 1% the biggest tax breaks in U.S. history, is now going to have to increase taxes on the average American to put $1,000 into the average American's household, as long as you don't have more than 2 children, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed.
And so to incentivize what we know is a problem.
What about the people who can't have children, or what about the people who
So you only care about stuff you can benefit from.
But do have
most people have kids, right?
Aren't of childbearing age anymore. I'm very confused. No,
you just revealed that you only care about stuff that benefits you personally.
That's not what I said. No, because you have to think about this in the sense that if they were to just do basically the tax credit, all right, for children, okay, that'll be something that people be able to have a benefit of immediately. Okay, then they can decide what it is that they want to do with it. Whereas you're not wrong. This does turn into an IRA, not a Roth IRA, but a traditional IRA. All right. And if the child wants to take the money out of it, or at 18 years old, if they want to take the money out of it, what ends up happening is that they're going to have the taxes that they're going to have to pay on it. So they're not just going to be able to withdraw from it. So what's the benefit of this here?
Well, the benefit and the intention is for it to go through retirement. So compounding interest has so much of an effect the longer you do it. If you guys have ever sat through a 401k meeting or anything like that, they always talk about how time is money when it comes to compounding interest. If you wait, the longer you wait, the more you're going to miss out on the last doubling periods, which means 500,000 doesn't turn into $1 million. $1 million doesn't turn into 2 million, whatever, right? So if you can put money into an account that can take advantage of what the rich people do, which is compounding interest, enjoying the stock market if you're properly diversified, and you compound that over time, $1,000 turns into $400,000. And what that might kick off is what is lacking in our country right now with a lot of people is people not understanding or trusting the stock market.
I don't think that's what it is. I think that it's a bit idyllic of you, and that you haven't thought about basically the negative possibilities of this all, because if you're not able to add anything to it, all right, then what ends up happening over the 18 years, okay, hi Shauna, all right, what ends up happening is that they get to take out a little less than $5,000. So that's what they'll have in there, is a little less than $5,000. Okay, so what I am only saying in regards to these Trump accounts, one moment, what I'm saying in regards to this these Trump accounts is that the scope of who it benefits is extremely limited, okay, because with a child tax credit, like if we were to increase that or even provide an additional credit, what we would then have is we could actually help people who already have children. So we could do that. And then, but with this, we're only helping people who have the ability to get pregnant. So there's that, and who are able to actually birth the children. So we have to be able to see it full term. There's that part. Yep. And then also it's maxed out at basically 2 kids, and you'd have to have them back to back. So it's kind of just like a situation where I don't see the larger benefit of this. And you haven't
and by
really
the way,
given me
I
a
don't
reason
think
to.
I'm not saying that this one benefit outweighs everything else that you hate about Trump. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying, though, is that, and this is part of a litmus test that I sometimes use when I enter into a leftist live, is I'm trying to figure out, is there anything that you will actually say, yeah, that's kind of a good thing? And some of the leftist lives I've entered, they're like, yeah, that's actually a good thing. We don't like the name Trump account, but I mean, you can't argue with the fact that you're getting, as long as you can't draw a conclusion that they took it from somewhere else. And so that's what happens here, right? It's like, okay, are you that far left that you can't even acknowledge and take yourself out of it for a second to say this is actually a good thing? Like, same thing with no tax on tips, same thing with the salt tax deduction, all that stuff. Those are good things.
Hey, Steven. So I want to help you out here, okay? So when it comes to all the financing things, all the finance stuff that you were talking about, okay?
Well, he came in hot there. Sorry, go ahead.
I really didn't, but okay. I'm too sick to be coming in hot right now. So the thing, all that stuff that you're saying about the stocks and everything, like that is a good thing. What I find fascinating is that the Trump administration would be over this. What I find fascinating is that, as you said, to somehow help make up for the declining birth rate, we would only be applying this to children born between 2025 and 2028. So I just love how we're just fucking over everyone whose kids were born before then versus a child tax credit, which would be more immediate for these families and the broader American populace. What I find interesting about this plan is going into what Erica said, which you agreed with, which is that financial literacy would also help with this program for those families. Otherwise, what are we really doing, right? So it's just, I hear everything you're saying.
100% agree with that.
But I think the fact that you are complimenting the Trump administration, whose handling of money has been quite pathetic for some time, to cover this is insane to me. And I'm going to do a slight pivot, but it goes alongside my point here with this topic when it comes to tariffs. But the Supreme Court ruling that we just had a couple of days ago, the funny thing about it is that the corporations who paid additional money on those tariffs, they're getting money back.
Yep.
The government has to now pay them for the extra cost that twice, you and I, small business owners and other individuals who suffered from these tariffs, are screwed. So somehow, some way, in several of Trump's policies, it always ends up benefiting the rich.
Exactly.
And then we always end up getting screwed over as he advertises that these policies are better for everybody.
You're saying
I'm just waiting to see when you guys are going to get the message here. I can't sit here and tell you how this Trump account plan is going to work. I can say based off of some of the logistics, I see the benefit. But what I can say is I don't trust shit about it.
Nothing.
And I have more than enough reasons to.
Absolutely.
So what you're saying for the tariffs, let me just clarify this. So you're saying that a big portion of what's being collected through tariffs is actually going to benefit large corporations, is what you're saying, right? And so the small business owner is not going to get a benefit. And where can
the ruling recently that we had that the tariffs were unconstitutional, the additional cost that the companies put forward on those goods, they're getting that back from the government, which means we're going to be paying for that. So mind you, we paid extra for these goods for when the tariffs were implemented, and then we're going to be paying for the corporations' basic bailouts for the additional costs that they paid on said goods.
Well, I don't know. So you're saying the ones that were directly impacted are going to basically get back refunds to make them whole?
That is correct. Yes. I would strongly suggest you look up the ruling, please.
Yes.
Okay, I will.
And the prices are going to stay high, all right, because prices did go up due to the tariffs. That's a proven fact. We know that.
Actually, inflation was pretty mild over the last year, and they're expecting that for this year too.
Prices,
it was
at
like
least with
under
grocery,
3%.
Excuse me. Prices in regards to the grocery store actually went up by 2.9% year over year. So we did have an increase. We had an increase because we know that prices are always going to go up, but that's higher than what they went up from 2024 to 2025, which was at 2.1 or 2.4%. So they were
So
higher. So
yeah.
there's that. So the United States, like us American citizens, we're going to be paying more, and we're going to be doing it twice because they're going to get their refund. It may take a while for them to get it, but they're still going to get their refunds. All the while, Donald Trump is still implementing tariffs that aren't working, and the supposed trade deals that he did have in place, like with India and the EU, are now on hold since he's actually implemented a 15% universal tariff.
So I think I will admit that I think most people that maybe voted for Trump this time that didn't vote for him in the past, like myself, were hoping that it'd be more targeted tariffs, because that can be good, right? To equal out certain inequalities in the system, and they haven't been. They were quickly implemented. They were implemented in a way where it was mostly like gut feel, ego-driven negotiations with other countries, and we're seeing some of the possible negatives from that. So I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what you just said. I'm so sorry. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know. All I know is that Donald Trump is definitely playing a game with our wallets. Is what he's doing, and the only people who come out on top, all right, are the rich people. That's it. All right, him and his friends. And there's absolutely no rhyme or reason, no justification for what it is that Donald Trump is doing. Okay, so like, because one thing that I find with Trump supporters is that you all want to address like everything except for what is actually happening. Trump accounts aren't happening right now. Okay, we don't have any
I just feel that
data.
as like one policy.
One moment. We don't have any data behind it at this time. All right, but what we do know, what is happening, is that Donald Trump is suing. All right, the American people. All right, the IRS. Okay, for $10 billion for damage to his reputation. All right. Do you agree with Donald Trump, all right, suing the American people for $10 billion?
I don't like it, no.
Okay. All right, good. What about the seed money for the Board of Peace that's going to be held in an offshore account? Just like the money that he got from that oil deal with Venezuela. That's going to be held in an offshore account.
I had researched that, and it looks like it's being monitored by the government, not Trump. Like he doesn't have like exclusive control and visibility of those accounts.
It's not being monitored by the government. It's being held in an offshore account in the, with the Qatari government. All right, so they may be watching it, but like Donald Trump, he is our government because he is the president. All right, and he's not telling us what it is that he's doing.
All three branches.
And let's make sure that I do understand what you're saying. Are you talking about the offshore money, or that is being watched?
Yeah.
Where'd you read that at?
So I researched it earlier. I'm in my car right now. I'd have to go in Teacup to look it back up, but
no worries.
I had looked this up because that is a concern, obviously, for a lot of people that maybe voted for him this last time. If somebody is funneling stuff into their own account or something where only they have control or visibility over.
Well, the Board of Peace is separate from the government.
It is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what? Huh? Go ahead.
Monica just said it in the chat too. Also, I just want to make sure everyone understands what I said earlier. The Supreme Court did not rule on any payment plan back to these corporations. Let me make that super duper clear. That's not what I said. They did not make said ruling. But because it's unconstitutional, we've already seen corporations start suing the administration. We're going to see more. Trump himself said we will be in the courts for the next 5 years over this.
He did say that.
Okay, so okay, I got you. So you're saying that's where it's headed, which makes sense. I mean, what I had seen, another thing I don't agree with, because I will secede on certain things where I don't agree with it, and he said that he's going to take these tariffs and give a dividend, if you will, back to the American people. I don't know what it was, $2,000, whatever it was supposed to be. I think people would have been like, okay, well, that does offset some of our increased costs. So thank you for doing that. If you feel like you really are trying to right the wrongs of, the unfair trade policy, but that hasn't happened. And I don't agree with that.
I'm reading about these offshore accounts.
I do a PSA when I stop chewing.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're under oversight that the administration. Jeez Louise. One moment. Okay, so the Foreign Affairs Committee from the House, all right, so Rep. Gregory Meeks did send a formal letter demanding, all right, additional information. Okay, because his concern is corruption. Let's see here. This is the oil money. And all we know is that the U.S. controls the account. And again, like Donald Trump is the government. Do you know, like Donald Trump, all right, because he has 2 lawsuits out against the United States government right now. One for like 200 and so some odd $1 million, and another one for the $10 billion. That any of these settlements that he reaches with the American government, all right, he gets to sign off on. He is the government. All right, we don't have, an oversight for this, unfortunately. And I just think it's odd to actually believe that Donald Trump is being honest, because Donald Trump is the same man, all right, that through business dealings for himself, arrangements that he made for himself and not for the American people, enriched himself and his family to the tune of $1.3 billion last year. But yet we're supposed to trust that the money that he got from the oil deal, the money that's supposed to be the seed money for the Board of Peace, which is separate from the United States government, all right, which he also assigned himself as the lifetime chairman of. So until death does him part, will he be in control of the Board of Peace? Okay, we're supposed to trust that this guy is going to do the right thing by the American people.
I mean, I think it's fair to say you can't trust Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's fair to say you can't trust Trump. I think, but if you don't, you guys have said, or some people in the comments perhaps have said that they don't trust the judiciary system. And if you don't trust that, then yeah, I mean, you're going to just like think everything's going to go shit. But if you trust that, then, the wrongs get righted, and hopefully the system, the 3 branches and everything else, protects against anybody that is trying to truly do wrong or truly do something that's going to go against the law or the Constitution.
Yeah, we can literally look at the judicial branch right now and see the hiccups in terms of the delay and time it takes to try and get to many of Trump's executive orders and actions. So obviously a distrust, especially from someone from particular communities. Obviously the distrust, we have reasons for that. But then we can say because of the process, Donald Trump can do something, and it could be weeks to months, even years before it's actually corrected through the judicial branch.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
Because our court
But it
system
will
takes
be
so long.
corrected.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing, like, I don't think anyone is actually saying, all right, that they don't trust the court system. They just have a healthy bit of skepticism. All right. They have a healthy bit of skepticism because of things that have happened. All right. Everyone has their own experience. So having some being a little bit apprehensive, I think is okay. To question is okay. All right. But to blindly support Trump just because he is the president, I think that is likely more so dangerous than to just be a bit of a skeptic when it comes to our judicial system. Don't you think?
No, I agree.
Okay. Because that's basically what you said when you came up here, that you support him because he's the president, because he's in office.
Right.
When
Right.
Donald Trump has gone against our Constitution, all right, he's even gone against court. He's gone against what the court has told him to do. All right, he doesn't follow any of the rules. He literally is a loose cannon, and he should not be trusted.
I can't disagree completely. I don't like the guy. I've met CEOs of companies that are in a similar situation where they have a really good company and everything. You can say they've had a good output from their efforts within the company, but they're asshole egomaniacs. I feel bad for anybody that's around them. And so, yeah, I mean, if the whole e-file thing, that's all over TikTok right now, is the e-file thing, and rightfully so. It's huge news, and a lot of things don't look good. I'm one of those, you're not going to probably like this, but I'm more of a pacifist when it comes to like wait and see, because unless we're talking about impeaching him, we have to kind of wait, right, to see how this all shakes out and trust the system. Part of it too is sometimes we do need to stress test certain things. So stress testing the system might not be a terrible thing in case somebody that comes in that's even worse than Trump tries to actually become a Schmittler.
One moment. That would be JD Vance, by the way. That would definitely be Vance. Guys, please drop like all of the hearts in the chat for Hector for knocking out the pawpaws. All right, those would be the DJ glasses, which are a part of the gift gallery. Thank you so much, Hector. Drop some hearts in the chat for Hector. That was friggin' awesome. Let me actually do this here. Thank you so much to Phil for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, Phil, over there on the Venmo. Drop some hearts in the chat for Phil, y'all. Also, shout out to my cousin Jesse. Cousin Jesse sent 4, and let me see if I can read this here. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one here. He said, over the last 45 plus years, historically, the stock market has done better under Democrats than Republicans. Even if you know the volatility of the market, you would still want Democrats in power for economic reasons. That is very much so true. That is very true because the majority of the last Republican presidents that we've had have definitely led us into recession. So there's that. And
I think
feel
historically,
Trump is on the way to leading us into stagflation.
Yeah, I mean, stat-wise, factually, that is correct. I think there's at least, I don't know if it's always, but it's mostly Democratic-led presidencies that lead to better return in the stock market during their term. But I don't know, and this is where like you think about like how things play out to their extreme. Like if you're libertarian, which I tend to lean, that's why I didn't vote for Trump the first couple times, is like, okay, if you take that to the extreme, then that's bad too. If you take socialism to the extreme, that's bad. So, if you were to have nothing but Democratic presidents for the last 20 years, I don't know that that would be a good thing for the, stagnation within, policies and everything else becomes a thing. Sometimes you need that swing of the pendulum to offset that.
That was a lot. Okay, let me do this PSA really quickly.
Okay.
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they, them, and MAGA, welcome into the live. Damn it, what's the name of the show today, Erica?
It's just the Erica Effect. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Welcome to the Erica Effect. I see you do the thing on the tube side, so I'll be looking for the titles. There was like deplorables. Anyways, the Erica Effect. Welcome into the show.
It's called the Heist. The Heist.
Thank you. Got you. Welcome to the show, The Heist. Why are you still supporting Trump? Gonna need you guys to do a couple things while you're here, whether you're haters or lovers. Gonna need you to hit that follow button in the top left corner if you're not following Erica. She is live damn near every day doing the good work. And upon doing so, also consider becoming a fan club member. Renew yours if it's grayed out in the chat. It's cost 1 coin. Trump's economy's not that bad yet. I know you got it. All right. Then share out the live with your friends and family. Repost it, add it to your story as well. Erica has a gift goal there that she needs to reset. Once she does that, there it is. Reparations. Knock it out. Send the perfumes. All your comments are engagement. Tapping the screen as well. I think we can get up to 200,000 likes, and I think we can do so within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So show the algorithm you want to be here. And for the best ways to support the stream, please check out the links in the bio. It's going to be Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo. There's also going to be her shop, ericaeffect.com, where you can get yourself some merchandise such as the bra hat or the Do All the Good Things shirt that I'm asking you to do right now. Then you can also subscribe to the YouTube, which you currently dual streams to. Follow her on Instagram. We're trying to build it up over there. And what else am I forgetting? Oh, yes. This week, Erica's been putting in so much hard work that her gift gallery has leveled up, which means, oh my God, this shit is crazy. So if you click on her name in the top left corner, we have 21 gifts there. 17 now, because a few people that knocked out a couple of them. Thank you so much. 17 more gifts. Please feel free to scroll through the gift gallery and clear whatever you can.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whose gift gallery is that?
That's yours. It got crazy.
Who the hell is sending that stuff?
Suffering from success. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I have faith in you all. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Need some DNC super PACs to clear that shit.
I'm gonna have to call Soros.
Anyway, in conclusion, guys, support Erica, support Black women. Happy Black History Month to my niggas and niggettes, and do all the good things.
Yes, guys,
She on
do all of the
viewers
good
only.
things. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate y'all. And if you'd like to support the stream, support me. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over the tube, you can send a super chat. Thank you all again so very much. All right. And again, I haven't forgotten about you, my tubers and my twitchers. Thank you all so very much for being here. Just know I appreciate y'all. Now, Steven, one moment for you because we spent a lot of time here. Michael, are you a Trump supporter? All right, Michael, I'll send you a. You are unmuted. Are you a Trump supporter?
Am I'm not. No, I jumped in because you were talking about the lawsuit that he was suing, the Trump suing the government. He's also suing the Justice Department, which was the other. Yeah, that was it. I jumped in on that, and then I saw it. I lost you. I'm at work running around, so I kind of lost out on what was going on.
All right, no worries. But thank you so much
Appreciate
for coming
it.
up. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, if you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in the box. Let's have a conversation. All right, let's do all of the good things. I think today I will bring back the phone number. Let me see if this is the one right here. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to have to bring up that sticker. But yeah, I'm going to bring back the phone number, guys, and we can do YouTube call-ins. So let's just keep doing all of the good things and get the likes up while we continue on with this conversation with Steven. It's it's going great. It's going great. Okay. It's going great.
I have a question whenever you're ready.
Sure.
So one thing that I think a lot of people have a hard time reconciling is the fact that the amount of people that voted for Trump in certain communities, like the Black community, Latino community, and I think Gen X community, not Gen X, Gen Z community, went up this last time, and that's contrary to what a lot of you would categorize most people that voted for him as all the things, right? The racist, the whatever.
Is you black, bro?
Sorry, I had to come back off mute. No, I'm not black.
All right, cool. Can you tell me the percentage of black men that voted for Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris?
Yeah, I think it went up from 7 to 13% from the previous election.
Fascinating. Can you tell me the percentage of black women who voted for Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump?
Oh, I don't know how it breaks out.
All right, cool. So 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. 78% of black men voted for Donald Trump.
Sure.
The vast majority of us understood the assignment. I don't care about Donald Trump's margins with the black community specifically, because I've talked to some of these people where his margins went up, and I'd rather kick myself in the nuts. So it is what it is. I'm glad he made some accomplishments with ignorance. That's quite literally
So
was
is that
his
what
job.
you think it was? Is ignorance? There was nobody you talked to that had like some decent reasons, even selfishly.
I've been looking for a year and a half, buddy. If you know them and they have decent reasoning, please invite them to the stream.
Please invite
I've
them.
been looking.
Maybe go introduce yourself to some people that live in New York City that are going through. Is that where you're from?
I was born there.
So New York City has, obviously they were bust a lot of people, undocumented people from Greg Abbott, Texas.
Greg Abbott did it.
Yeah, exactly. During Biden's term, Greg Abbott bust a lot of people to New York City. So that's obviously controversial. But when it comes to what it proves is that when you have a city like New York City that's kind of a sanctuary type city that has a lot of programs that will kick in and fund like housing and other funding for people that come.
Would we rather have the people on the streets?
No, but look at what it's doing in the budget, which has to be considered, right? Like they have a $12 billion budget deficit now that they have to raise property taxes for.
Okay.
And when you think about all the protests, hold on, let me land the plane real quick. When you look at most of the protests that are happening, it's actually seems to be, and this is not Fox News, this is everything I can find. It seems to be a lot of them are Black American-led protests that are unhappy with the fact that they are now being pushed aside and are paying extra, even more for their homes than home prices have gotten to be, to fund these programs for people that are here legally.
Then why didn't Texas send the money to them? I'm very confused. I think
you can't blame Texas because if you think about the fact that No,
You
because New
literally
York
can.
City,
You
New York
literally can
City,
because they didn't
the
provide the
governor,
money that they received for the migrants. So
And,
the
and let's
governor,
be
did it.
clear. Who was bused to New York City? What kind of migrant was bused to New York City?
Mexican migrants.
Asylum seekers, the legal process. These are individuals who are legally authorized to be here in the United States via their claims of fear,
Exactly.
persecution, so on and so forth. A legal
Sure.
process. Greg Abbott didn't want legal brown people in his state, so
Exactly.
he bused
They're
them
not
over to
legal.
New York.
They are legal.
One where
They can
they
legally
No, look
literally
it up.
are.
They're not
It's
considered
a
legal.
legal process, my
they
guy.
can legally
Yeah, it's
be
a
in
legal
the United
process, but
States
they're
of
not considered
America.
legal.
If it's a if it's a
We're
legal
doing, we're doing
process,
semantics right now, Hector.
they were legally
Okay, but I get what you're
authorized.
saying.
They're legally authorized to be here.
No,
Cool.
they didn't go. They didn't necessarily
Wonderful.
go through ports of entry. They just
You
happened to fall
don't
within
have
the
to
asylum
go through.
rules.
I'm not about to
I know.
break down immigration with you.
Oh.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Legally authorized migrants here in the United States were bused to other states to
Exactly.
where it blew up
Say
their
authorized,
budgets.
though. You can't
And
say
we're now
authorized.
criticizing, including these black Americans that would be in New York City. W fucking Shauna.
Thank you, Shauna. Appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Shauna. That was freaking awesome. Thank you, Shauna. I appreciate you, love. Oh my God. This gift gallery is making my arm.
Made me anxious just looking at it.
No, right? Jesus Christ, how did that happen? Go on.
These black American-led protests that you're talking about in New York City should probably go start shitting on Texas. Their criticism would be, what? Is your criticism that our state is so loving and considering that we just decided not to take a bunch of migrants that were shipped here and send them back and not take care of them or leave them homeless? And when they're legally authorized to be here, that's a strange complaint. I don't care about the complaints of the uneducated when it comes to immigration, especially when you want to scapegoat your city who takes care of people and then ignore the governor of Texas who decided to put that burden on their budget.
Also,
No, but I think you have to back up,
happened?
and I think if you back up, hold on, I'm just going to send something to the host real quick. If you back up a little bit and you look at, or zoom out, I guess I should say a little bit, and you say, okay, how does this impact future immigration policy? Well, clearly certain places like New York City, Chicago, and so on have to address how much they're funding so that when illegal immigrants come, they're not a drain on society, because then the more that they
undocumented.
Okay, I'm sorry, undocumented immigrants come, they can't be a drain on society. Otherwise, it's not worth it for the Americans, right? Most states don't have that issue because undocumented people cannot get certain benefits and everything else. You can make the argument that they're a net positive in certain areas. But in places like sanctuary city type places like New York City, Chicago, and so forth, you have to look at what their policies are and say, this is not, you can't, it's not about like not, treating people well. It's about, you want to treat everybody well. So if you're treating these people well and these other people are sacrificing, you have to balance all that.
They were.
But they literally did though.
No, they're having to raise taxes.
It literally would make more sense to actually house people, to actually house them, all right, in buildings that aren't being used. So it makes sense to do that. Than to have people on the streets. So then that they become what you call, unfortunately, I hate to say this, a public nuisance.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
That would become a thing. So
it's like $1 million a day that it costs right now for them.
It's like you can't have it both ways. But then again, all right, the thing about it is, where were these protests? It's the first time I'm hearing about these protests in New York City. So there's that. Additionally, again, the issue, all right, is not the fact that we have migrants in New York City. Okay, it's about the fact that Abbott did not want migrants in his border state. He didn't want migrants. So let me give you an analogy. He kept the money though. He could have gave the money to New York City to actually help with this. Yet all he did was basically traffic human beings across state lines and kept the money for himself, for his state.
It's not an unlimited amount. So, but let me give you an analogy. Let's say that you live in San Diego. Well, it's not an unlimited amount that Greg Abbott got for every single person that comes over.
No one said anything about an unlimited amount. Regardless of the amount that was received, all right, that money should have been given to the state of New York to actually handle this, specifically the city of New York City.
Okay, so that's I can't really argue that because I don't know all the facts on it. So I'll just say that if you, aside from that, so that may be the case, maybe there should have been some money that got passed over. I don't know if it would have equated to $12 billion because clearly New York City has a lot more programs that pay for people that come into the city versus other states. But let's assume that you live right by the border and you're like, hey, there's a bunch of people coming into my backyard. They're coming into my house. Everything else. Yeah, because it applies. It applies because New York City could say all day long. The governor was like, "Oh, bring us everybody."
But the thing is, I don't care about hypotheticals because I'm not going to sit here and argue a hypothetical.
Oh, well, then let me tell you the reality. Then
I can talk about the fact that they send people to Martha's Vineyard instead of Boston because they knew that in Massachusetts, sending people to Martha's Vineyard, all right, a small, basically like peninsula community, all right, would cause issue. All right, versus sending them to a bigger city that would have the resources to actually handle an influx of migrants. So we have that part there.
Yeah, and so there may be
issues.
No, I mean, no. What happened from their perspective is okay. You've got people that are not by the border.
I knew it was
people that are not by the border. States that are not by the border. That are saying, okay, bring us everybody, because they know that migrants aren't going to make it to there. The ones that do are going to be few and far between. So Greg Abbott was like, okay, well, if you want to say send us everybody, literally the governor of New York said send us everybody. Greg Abbott's like, we will, and we'll see what happens. And it became a drain on the society because of the way that they were at the present moment, or still at the present moment, funding programs, housing, everything else for folks that are here undocumented. Where at some point you have to say, okay, do we support immigration? I do. I want immigration. I want millions of people to come here every year through immigration. But we have to be real with ourselves about what that costs, and will it cost other Americans? And right now, there are certain cities that are costing a lot to have undocumented people.
What's the net cost of undocumented immigrants?
Depends on where.
No, just answer the question. Look at it nationally. What is the net cost?
Nationally, there's conflicting data on it. I've looked it up like forwards and backwards.
Give us a number. So you don't know? So why are you complaining about something if you don't know the actual cost of it?
Because it depends on the area, right? If we follow policies, or if you want us to progress as a country toward policies like New York City, we can look at what's happening in areas like that where they are way below the average of what you're talking about. It is a net detriment financially for illegal immigrations to be in those communities because of what they receive from the system.
No, it's not.
It is 100%.
No, it's not. Because you can look at studies like the ITEP, all right? So you can look at their studies to actually see what undocumented immigrants, and this study goes back to 2022, all right? So we can see what undocumented immigrants actually contributed in taxes in New York, the state of New York, okay? We can see what they contributed. All right, and we will see that it does not equal up to the cost. So we know that. I'm saying
New York City. New York City.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the state overall. Is New York City a part of the state? The fuck are we doing?
Well, New York City,
be concentrated in New York City?
They represent, New York City policies represent a lot of what the left wants to move toward. Would you agree?
Maybe now under Mamdani, but not previously. No.
There's a lot. Who on the panel would identify themselves as somewhat of a democratic socialist?
I'm a full-blown leftist, socialist. I believe that democratic socialism still operates within capitalism. Also, can you substantiate any of your points to the cost of migrants? Also,
no. Yes.
Live. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, friend.
What it do?
So this is. So I try to stay away from things where there's conflicting information. Just like if you look nationally at immigration, there's conflicting data about whether it's a drain or a positive financially. But if you look at certain areas, it's pretty much not up for debate. Like if you look up New York City, like the mayors, even the previous mayor 2 years ago was like, we were heading toward a $12 billion deficit based on the programs that we're paying for undocumented immigrants.
I'm sorry. Did she cite the programs for undocumented migrants specifically? I recently just watched I don't know exactly what it's called. I have to go back and find the video. But it was Zohran Mamdani was on a panel. He was being asked a couple things about how he's going to address the budget. Mm-hmm. And oh my goodness. Y'all, did you guys know and I don't know if this is federal, if it's just in New York, probably is federal. Did you guys know that people who buy gold get a tax break for it?
Yes.
For like the first 10 million or billion something, they get a tax break for buying gold. You can afford gold, and you get a break for being able to afford gold up to a certain amount. And this and several other things was mentioned in this meeting, to where we have billions of dollars can go towards so many different programs, go towards actually attacking that budget issue, but we're just giving rich people breaks for the sake of it. So I'm really curious to see if they specifically cited what they're spending on undocumented migrants as a reason why that budget is so damn bad, versus all the other crazy tax breaks people get for being rich.
So there's apparently two big things. I don't know the entirety of it, but there's two big things: is housing, and there's some sort of budgeting or the preloaded card that they get. I'm not sure how often, but
That's
that's not a freaking thing.
That's not a thing at all.
No,
Also,
it is.
Okay,
So I'll
but
look it up. I'll
listen,
come back.
here are the numbers, okay? Undocumented migrants. Let's just define that really quickly. There are migrants who have overstayed their legal documentation. They're not people that just hop the border. That makes up the small fraction of a percent of migrants that come here. They've come here on some form of school, work, or tourist visa, right? And then overstayed that visa, meaning that they were here legally and then had become undocumented because their papers had expired. That being said, undocumented migrants on average generate between 86 and $100 billion in taxpayer revenue. Migrants as a whole, legal migrants specifically, generate between 500 and $520 billion in revenue, meaning that in total, migrants generate right around $620 billion as of 2023, 2024 in total revenue into taxpayer revenue into the United States. And this does not count the money that they spend within our own particular community. This is just the taxable revenue, right?
So where the conflicting data comes in, go ahead.
Yeah, so migrants pay for themselves, and migrants as a whole pay for undocumented migrants, and they support our programs like Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, which they pay into, but they don't have access to those benefits. So not only do they pay for themselves, they pay for a part of American citizens as well.
Well, that's some of the stuff. I've read a lot of studies on this, but when you dig into like local, so where the deficit ends up landing is a lot of local areas where a lot of the services like schools and emergency services are used. So when you start factoring, and then also when you think about programs like welfare or whatever it's called now, that's what it was when I was a kid. I grew up poor, by the way. They look at things like, okay, so if you have a kid here, they are legal and they benefit from that. But there's certain ways that nationally.
Yeah, that's not.
You can't include American citizens in that. Like, what are we doing?
But nationally, but even if you take out the last piece, there's the schools and the emergency system.
But Stephen, even then, if I was to take that, right, we look at migrants and what they do within our local areas, right? They increase property values, right? It means that people are increasing the equity within their own homes because migrants are less likely to commit crimes in particular areas and more likely to pay their bills on time, right? And buying properties in particular areas, that's going to increase property values and decrease crime. Migrants also increase wages. This is coming from two studies I cite. One coming from the National Bureau of Economic Research, and the other is from an economist from Boston University. And on top of all of that, they decrease racial prejudice in America.
I grew up in a largely Hispanic area, and earlier I even mentioned I'm not against immigration. I think immigration is a good thing for our country. But what I find is that on the left, you guys want both things. You want immigration, but you also want to increase social programs that also benefit newly immigrated people that aren't yet contributing enough to receive those benefits. And it does create a situation where mathematically you got to get that money from somewhere else.
But the migrants before them have already paid. Also, this is just moving the goalposts.
It's
You were
not.
talking about local. You were talking about the local strain. I am
Yeah.
pointing out to you that local wages
Well,
increase. I, I'm pointing out to you that local wages increase. I'm pointing out to you that local businesses, profit. I'm pointing out to you that within prospective neighborhoods, property values actually increase, right? When you
And I
have an influx of migrants. And so we're there at the local, and then we've looked at it on the macro, and we've seen that migrants pay more into the system than they actually receive. And they subsidize American citizens, not American citizens subsidizing migrants. And you have yet to refute any of these points.
I know I have said that. So you're saying locally, and you're using anecdotal evidence of certain areas. But
No, I'm not.
when I say local, what I mean is even if you're looking at it nationally, you have to incorporate in local expenditures and what that does, and whether or not that takes into account. I'm telling you, even if you
Um,
just Google it or go to ChatGPT, it'll even
I
break it
did.
down there.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm being very specific with my language. Right? When I'm
You
talking
were
about local, I'm talking about uh, I'm talking about a study done by the National Bureau of Economic Research that looked at the impact of immigration. I'm going back, and the study was done in 2023, 2022. I'm also citing Boston University and a study done by them and several economists from their university that cite that on the local level, migrants increase wages and decrease racial prejudice. There's another study. I do believe it's from. I'd have to go back and double check. I just know the statistics. That on average, they increase property values by around 17 to 20%.
So what I mentioned originally, and I'm going to concede the fact that there is conflicting evidence, and there are several articles and things that I found that make your point. But what I'm saying is that there are also additional articles and information that incorporate it to make it enough in the middle to where if we're talking about, okay, undocumented immigrants coming over, it's helping with population, adding population, which we need. It's helping with all the things you're talking about. I grew up in an area that's very diverse. I have no issue with people coming here and making a better life for themselves. But you have to look at the math of it. And if we're also trying to work toward a system that's adding more social programs, you have to also consider the impacts of that. And then, so how do you do that? You look at places that are already doing those things, like New York City and Chicago.
Hold on, Dan.
And
If you have no problem with people actually coming here, all right, so you don't have a problem with immigration per se, because there are words that you are leaving out, all right, then what are we having this conversation for? Because why aren't we talking about actual reform? Something that Donald Trump isn't advocating for. Shouldn't we be talking about reform? Shouldn't you be writing your local, like your House of Representatives and your senators, and also a letter to the White House? Like, why would you put your support behind a person who doesn't want reform? They just want to deport people. That's all they want to do.
I agree.
And they're not even doing a good job at that, by the way.
He's trying to use a hammer to, solve all of his construction needs. I get it. I agree with that.
So you're literally doing double talk right now then. So double speak. Because in one breath you say you recognize that what he's doing, all right, essentially is wrong. Okay, because using a hammer,
not wrong,
when
incomplete.
you could be using a fucking screwdriver, okay, just is nonsensical. All right. And then to say that you want reform, but also, you know what, guys, we shouldn't have all these people in the United States of America. It doesn't make any sense. Like y'all logic just be like all over the place.
I think that was an inaccurate.
Sense.
That was an inaccurate characterization of what I just said. I think immigration should be a thing. We should embrace immigration as long as there's, we do what we can to keep out, the harmful people or whatever, and then deport people who commit violent crimes. But when it comes to immigration, we need that as a country. It's been a good thing overall, and it can be done.
What Trump is doing. That's not what he's
I know,
doing,
but the point I'm making is against the ideology of the left, which is also important during this conversation, right? Which is that the left wants to allow everybody in and add all these social programs. Somebody even said there were socialists on the panel. You can't do both without bankrupting us. You have to figure out, okay, well, how do we'd have to change the tax structure.
That's not true. We actually can do both, because when you look at certain things, like, okay, if we can find $75 billion to fund ICE, all right, to fund ICE for a fiscal year, okay, then why isn't that we don't have, let's say, I don't know, $25 billion to feed hungry people. All right. If we want to approve 75 billion, 76 billion, something like that, ICE budget, all right, over the course of 4 years, okay, $42 billion a year. Somebody do the math for me, please. Okay, if we can find all of that money, okay, to fund ICE, to fund immigration enforcement, then why can't we find the money or just simply use that money to actually reform our immigration system? All right, why can't we use that money to actually put into affordable housing that benefits everyone? Put into, let's say, education programs that benefit everyone. Put into work programs that benefit everyone. All right, you keep saying what we can't do, but you're not looking at what we're already doing. Like the money that's being spent.
For one thing, there's not really a policy that benefits everybody. And what I found on these panels is that as soon as you mentioned a policy, like earlier when I said the Trump account for kids, you were like, well, that's not going to benefit me. So a lot of people do think about themselves first. And when it comes to like,
I never said that it wasn't going to benefit me.
That is not what Erica said.
That's literally not what I said.
Or you said something like it doesn't benefit people who are not going to have kids anymore.
I said it doesn't benefit the majority.
Well, anybody that's looking to have a kid, that's a lot of people.
Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. Birth rates are already down. What makes you think $1,000 is going to change their mind? But we don't have to go back to that point because that's a moot point, and it literally was absolutely boring. So with that being said,
going back to your immigration thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm just trying to get a gotcha at every single moment.
I'm not. I'm trying to understand and like throw out an alternative point. So when it comes to the immigration policies, and in terms of how he's dealing with it, I think that a lot of people, I can just speak for myself, and I think I'm someone that's voted either side depending on the situation. One of the reasons I thought, okay, this could work is because he painted the picture that he was going to be targeting, or for one thing, trying to discourage a lot of illegal, if you will, border crossings. But the other one was people that were here undocumented that also committed a violent crime. That was going to be the target, and clearly he's gone beyond that at this point. And people are taking notice. I've taken notice of that. I think a lot of people have. Hopefully there's a correction there, but all of that will go into effect when somebody's voting next time, right? So all this stuff that's happening, I think the e-files are going to be. Yeah, it will. It will. It totally will.
You're literally sitting here, all right, saying that you still support Trump. All right, you still support him. And you also said earlier, because I haven't forgotten, all right, that if you had to vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump today, that you would still vote for Donald Trump, and you said it's because you are a Republican.
Next time, give me a better Democratic candidate than Kamala, or at least let her run longer so we can actually get to know her better.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's already done it.
I mean, you guys have already decided that I'm racist or sexist because I said that.
I'm about to prove that you're one of those things or both. What is your issue with Kamala Harris?
If you give me any candidate for a month total before I have to decide on her,
with Kamala Harris,
I just told you, Kamala Harris to me represented an extension of Joe Biden. She never did enough whenever she was interviewed, when she finally started accepting interviews, to differentiate herself from Joe Biden. She didn't want to lose that base. So it became very confusing to decide what is she actually going to do or not do.
What does she need to distance herself from? I really like answer that question. What does she need to distance herself from? Did you want her to distance herself from over 75 billion dollars in student loan forgiveness? Did you want her to distance herself from the PACT Act, the infrastructure bill? What did you want her to distance herself from?
She ended up distancing herself in quite a few areas from Biden when she could finally do it.
What area? Because I did read her book, so I'm curious. I have it right here on my desk.
Oh, perfect. Then you can tell me.
No, you can tell me. You made an allegation.
You made the claim.
So you have her book. You read it. Okay, so I promise you, I'll join this later on in front of my desk, and I will pull it up. I don't do this every day like you guys do. I'm gonna have to pull it back up so I can show you what it is.
I'm doing this off of literal memory. You said she distanced herself more in her book.
Did she not?
She did in her book is simply show more criticism of the Biden.
No,
she did not. Kamala Harris always presented herself, whether it's in book or on her campaign trail, as Kamala Harris, not Joe Biden's puppet. All you guys chose to see was the black woman under him. That's all y'all choose to see.
Well, hey, if she would have had an actual decent amount of time to run and present herself, people might have started to trust her a little bit more. But you know what? A lot of people who are not already.
I don't care about your rambling, bro. You made a
No, a lot of
specific
people.
claim against Kamala Harris, and now we're going to unpack that. What is your issue with her?
A lot of people on the left already knew
Because
they were going to vote for her.
You talked about interviews. She did interviews. I don't know what you wanted her to do in 107 damn days.
Exactly.
You wanted her to jump straight into talking to every white boy on a podcast. She had shit to do. She had her responsibilities as the vice president of the United States on top of trying to run her own campaign with the interference to some degree from the Biden administration. She did the best she could in that department. She put out her policy platform, which many of you can't even freaking tell me one of them. So what exactly is your issue here? What is your issue with Kamala Harris? What is your issue with her campaign? What did she do wrong?
Okay, my issue is this, and I think a lot of people think this way, if you want to look at it broadly. She was running for president in 2020, and she did not even make it through the primary.
I'm sorry. Did you just go all the way back to 2020?
Yeah, you have to look back on that because you had nothing else.
2020 is irrelevant to what she did in 2024. That is irrelevant to her record as a vice president of the United States under Biden for 4 years. I don't give a shit about 2020.
You don't care about
She had a great policy platform in 2020 as well. Her dropping out to become the vice president is a flex. So what are we talking about?
So short-term memory then, I guess. Okay, so 2020, you don't care about 2020. But
it's irrelevant to this conversation.
Okay, but you're asking me my opinion. Can I talk? Can I tell you my opinion, even if you don't disagree, if you don't agree with it?
Jesus fuck, go ahead.
All right, thank you, God. Okay, so in 2000, and this is, by the way, this is not just me. So you have to reckon with this. And why
I don't give a shit about what other people think. I'm just asking you what you think.
2020, she did not get enough of the polling. She dropped out because her poll numbers kept dropping. She dropped out of that primary. She got pulled in as VP. No, a lot of people were scratching their head during her vice presidency as far as what has she actually done. A lot of word salads. Nobody really knew it.
Oh, okay, like cool.
Hold on.
So your contention with her
seemed like she was calling.
Yeah,
seemed like she was
your contention with
in.
her is that
Seemed
she
like
dropped
she
out early in the 2020 race and became the vice president of the United States. And then everyone was scratching their heads as to what she did. Cool. Can you tell me one accomplishment that she had as a vice president of the United States?
Stop it,
Can you tell me one accomplishment she made as vice president of the United States? This is exactly why I didn't want to go all the way back to 2020 because I knew he was going to make that stupid point.
No, because you knew that as soon as I start making a decent point, you're like, oh, I have to
your point is trash because how early she would have dropped out in 2020 has nothing to do with her accomplishments as a vice president and her campaign in 2024.
Well, the reason why the reason it's relevant is because if she would have.
It's not.
Oh my God!
It's not. I'm no longer entertaining 2020.
If she would have had a full time period to run, then it wouldn't have been as relevant. But
Stephen, please answer the question. List one accomplishment of Kamala Harris as Vice President of the United States of America.
I don't know. Borders are. I'm just kidding. I do have to go, guys. Love it. I sent you a $5 gift. Love you guys.
Pathetic sack of shit.
He is a piece of poop.
You pathetic sack of shit.
He's raging.
You pathetic. Yes. No, I don't know.
I've been on here for an hour and a half.
I don't know what about this sounds like crashing out.
Before you go, Steven, I just want to tell you something before you go.
I have to work, bro. How am I pathetic for that?
Just listen.
Bye, guys.
I just hate all of the choices that you make because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
He really thought he was going to come up here, try to talk smack about Kamala Harris, and then go all the way back to 2020. This is such a bad argument. This is exactly what I said. Y'all don't know nothing about her, but you have all this smoke, all this energy for her, but you can't cite shit other than quote-unquote borders are. Get the fuck out of here.
I thought he was being funny when he said borders are at that also. So there's that. He brought down my tipsiness. That's all I got to say about that. Like,
W's for hitting 200K likes. I think we can do 300K. We have 1,000 people in here. We can do 300K. We can do that within the next 15, 20 minutes.
I don't know.
Oh,
I want them
guys,
to be able to stick to a point. We're not talking to you yet. Be quiet, please, for the love of God. You're not even first. Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'm so sorry.
Hi, 92J. Are you a Trump supporter, sir? I92J. I'm going to send you a request to unmute.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am. Now,
okay, one moment, sir. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
52.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Also, Crosswalk, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, all right, love. I'm gonna have to drop you down. Only looking for Trump supporters right now. Right now, I cannot talk, but thank you so much for being here.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Now,
So, Crosswalk, why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
you talking to Crosswalk or me?
Oh, you're 92J. My apologies. Jay, why are you still supporting
Okay,
Donald
okay.
Trump?
Well, actually, preferably, I think that only, and just hear me out, because I think when all said and done, only history can judge a president, any political leader. So I'm actually open to the ideology that Trump might go down in history as a bad president. But I was hoping we can, because policies, scandals, they've surrounded so many presidents. My father served in the Cold War. I served in the war on terrorism. I taught history. We can go back to all presidents. What counts is what history says about them. But I was hoping we could talk more about ICE, because I came across your guys' podcast one time when you were talking about ICE, and I wanted to get in, but I was at work. I actually left some comments on your profile, and I was wondering if we could talk about them, because I say only history can be the judge. Trump might go down history as the worst president in history. Who knows? But right now, history. That's my opinion. I disagree.
92J.
Yeah.
Hold on one moment. Yes, Hector?
Okay.
Can you pin my comment on the tube chat, please?
Sure.
It's with your link tree.
Will do.
Not the way I wanted our podcast to start getting some recognition, but here we are. Go ahead, 92J.
Okay, so I can discuss my thing about ICE.
Sure. We're listening.
Okay, so from my understanding, and tell me if I'm wrong, you see, and I say if I'm wrong about this, and correct me if I am, UCI says an occupation force by Donald Trump. They're out there doing all this negative stuff. They're just all 100% bad guys and all that stuff. Or am I wrong?
No, those words never came out of our mouth.
Okay, that's I'm asking.
Never said.
Okay, I didn't say you said that. I was saying my impression was that you guys were someone who were people. I said that was my impression. So I apologize. I apologize because I catch you guys at work and I'm working on my side projects and I can't talk at work. And I was under the impression that because I believe that ICE is getting a lot of bad publicity. I think that ICE is not nowhere near as bad as being portrayed. I don't see him as an occupying force. I believe the incidents that happened based on real world experience, because not only have I worked with law enforcement, my sister worked with law enforcement. I've been in the exact same position as ICE in my military career, and I've been to other countries. And I know about escalation of force, or what they call force continuum in a police department, all the steps you go through before you use lethal force. I've taught escalation of force to paratroopers, soldiers. I mean, I'll be 53 this year, so I have a long line of experience. And I really disagree with all this heat that's going down with ICE, and I don't see them as a bad guy.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. I want to ask you an honest question here. If the current state of ICE as it sits today, with the incidents that we've had, the bad ones that you would say is the minority in the vast majority of cases where ICE has interacted with American citizens and undocumented migrants. But if the institution of ICE today is backed by the Trump administration, when they murder American civilians unjustly, if the president of the United States defends those murders in ICE, do you think that is a cause to review the entire department, the entire agency, and consider them a threat to not only undocumented migrants in general, but Americans alike?
If they were murdering people.
They are.
They have.
They
okay,
have.
Well, that's where I would disagree. Are we talking about the so I can tell you what the problem with ICE is, what's happening, and it has nothing to do with the the Trump administration. I can tell you what's going on.
Can you tell me what the definition of murder is?
Me, definition of murder, if you kill somebody in cold blood for no reason, no justification, no just cold-blooded murder, no reason, no nothing. It's just murder. I just shoot you for no reason, no self-defense. I don't like you. That would be the definition of murder.
All right. So let's say the unlawful, premeditated killing of one human being by another. That is the definition, okay? If you're to go down a class from murder to anything else, then you would just take out the premeditated part. But that would be what murder is. And I would argue, based off the instances that we've had, particularly with Renee Nicole Good, the fact that this man's life was not under threat, he wasn't in front of the vehicle, and he pulled out his firearm.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask him, Hector, though.
Yes.
All right. Is like, when did it stop being I fear for my life to murder?
Okay.
Because,
can I say this?
Hold on.
So
one moment.
I'm sorry.
One moment. I actually have a lot I have to say because I have to do some things, some housekeeping things. Over on the tube, thank you so much to Soloing Your Verse. I like your name. All right, for the $5 super chat. They said Happy Black History Month. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Also, it's the 100th anniversary of Black History Week. So shout out to Carter G. Wilson and all the Black people. Also, shout out to Stefan for the $4.99 super chat for Hey, just showing love and support. Thank you so much, Stefan. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we have over 600 people watching over on the tube, and we have over 1,000 watching here on the TikToks. Let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Keep liking the stream. Let's get the likes up over on the tube. I'm not sure where they're at right now, but I'm gonna say let's get them over 300. All right, let's get it over 300 likes. All right, thank you all so very much, and make sure you're taking care of Liv and Hector as they are here. All right, carrying the load also, so make sure you check them out. Their links are in the bio. Thank you so very much. So why I'm asking you this question is because you say that you have law enforcement experience. You also said that you're in the military, right? So with that being said, when we view the video of Renee Good's murder, I'm going to call it what it is. When we view that video, what we see is that the agent, all right, starts shooting from the side of the vehicle, all right, and as the car moves away from him, he continues to shoot. Okay, so at what point, was it the first shot, the second shot, or the third shot, all right, that it goes from being what do we call fear for his life, all right, to murder? First, second, or third shot?
Okay, well, first off, you do know that he got injured when she hit him with the car, right?
There's no proof of that, actually.
Actually,
no. DHS actually used information from when he was injured in June of 2025 in a similar incident.
Can I speak, please?
You can speak, but I don't want you to spread misinformation.
I'm not spreading misinformation.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I'm not. From his camera, we can actually see him getting hit by the vehicle.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Number two.
Pull up the video.
Number two. Okay, let's pull up all the video, even from his camera. Number two is that as soon as she was being detained, or maybe detained is the wrong word, as soon as she was there and ICE was approaching her to possibly arrest her, she should just stop. It was real that she was using her vehicle to obstruct justice. She was using her vehicle to protest. And
what was she obstructing?
The ICE agent had internal bleeding. That was confirmed. She physically hit him with the car and drove off.
What
at that moment? At that moment.
No, you can't. You made 2 points already.
Became a threat.
You literally made your 2 points already. I'm just cutting the extra fluff. What was she obstructing, my guy?
Yes, she was. She was obstructing justice.
What was she obstructing? Did you hear my question? I'm going to ask it again.
I'll explain it.
Was she obstructing? And can you be precise with it? Because I'm really over the word salads.
Okay, so you guys, are you going to show the footage from the ICE agent too?
Yeah, she's going to do all of the things. I need you to answer my question.
Okay.
What was she obstructing?
ICE, right? They were there to arrest somebody. She was there to protest ICE. She was there to arrest anyone.
They weren't there to arrest anyone. No, that's a lie. That's a flat out lie. Kristi Noem herself said that they actually had just left the operation and that they had got stuck in the snow and they were trying to get out of the snow. Kristi Noem said that herself. She did.
The thing is, but they were in the pursuit of somebody. But the thing is, she was talking.
They were not in pursuit of anyone. They weren't in
I mean,
pursuit
not
of
enter. I
anyone.
mean, it was like
Like
it was
you
like
don't,
you're
you
right. It was
don't
stuck in the
like you're
snow.
not listening to the words because you already have this idea
So do
inside of
you
your mind,
guys.
this conclusion
So
of
do
what
you
already
guys.
happened. All right,
So do
so
you
that you're
guys.
not even recognizing the reality of what has
I'm
happened.
recognizing the
I just
reality.
told you what the Department of Homeland Security secretary said out of her own mouth, and
what did she
she
also say?
said that they were just leaving an operation. Just leaving an operation. All
Well,
right.
in
And
the
then also
operation,
for you as supposed like law enforcement and also as a service member, so member of the military community, all right, for you, all right, to not understand that Jonathan Ross, by looking at it, all right, actually put himself in danger by walking in front of a vehicle. The same type of incident that caused him to be dragged for a few miles in what was it, June of 2025? So not even a full year ago. He did the exact same thing. All right. That makes me question the leadership, all right, of ICE and the Department of Homeland Security to put him back on duty when it's clear as day that this guy has an issue with making sound decisions. So there's that part. But you
okay,
don't want
that
to talk
part
about
I can
anything.
kind
You don't
of
want to talk
agree
about
with you
any of
on.
that.
But let me finish this, Kay.
Hold on.
You're
W's
right.
in
They
the
were
chat to
stuck in the snow. What
Carolyn
I'm
for the
saying is
100
that they were
jewels.
just finishing something.
Also, W's in the
They were
chat
on
to
business.
Shay Lu
Okay.
for the $20
Sometimes
super
when you're
chat.
finished with your
W
mission, you're still on
Erica.
business.
Hey,
Okay.
92J. I'm a
Yeah.
mod, right? And I'm doing mod things for Erica. So when you hear me doing the mod things, politely zip it. Thank you. Carolyn for the jewels and Shaylu for the $20 super chat. W Erica, keep up the good fight. I'm just reading yours. I'm modding on YouTube.
Thank you so very much, guys. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. I also like to hear Liv and Hector say thank you too, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the floor, and I'm gonna do this thing, all right, where I'm gonna give you Hector. I'm gonna give him a full 2 minutes, right? I'm gonna give you a full 2 minutes. Okay.
Close my ears.
I want you to please, concisely, all right, make your points. If it hurts, do it cogently, okay? Please, I beg of you. So let me get this. I'm going to get the stopwatch up. And I'm going to start it for you. Go. Floor is yours.
Bruh.
Literally. The fuck are we doing here? I'm literally giving him 2 whole minutes.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. You have a minute
Okay,
and a
I
half
got
left.
turned off by accident. So anyway, as I was saying, is that I believe he ended up in front of the car and she backed off. When you're on duty, even when you just finish a case, mission or whatever, when you're still in uniform, you're still on duty. They were on duty, okay? And like I said, he did get injured from that, and I believe he ended up in front of the vehicle. But the reason ICE is having problems in the first place is because they're having to go into the public and do manhunts and find people. When they do that, when they go into the public to do that, they have to knock on doors, they have to check for papers because they're not getting help from local law enforcement. During the Obama administration, even in sanctuary cities, ICE had collaboration with law enforcement. Police would call up ICE, hey, we got this guy in jail. They would give him a list, would just take 1 or 2 people. Police would help out with protest control. ICE doesn't have that. On top of that, people are encouraging them to protest. Now, as someone who's been in situations like that, Renee Good she found out she was in an organization that was designed to protest ICE. They want to protest ICE. She was obstructing him. She was there to protest. She was there to protest, interfere. She hit the guy. She drove off. That vehicle became a threat. For all he knows, she could have ran over some people. I have seen situations like that. I know some guys when I was in Afghanistan.
Your time's up.
They got bombed out because, okay. So anyway.
Your time's up. Your time's up.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to make a cogent argument.
But I did actually get turned off.
So
no, I'm not saying
to
your fault. I got
respond
turned
to
off.
what it is that you said, just to respond to what it is that you said, what you're speaking of is 287G. all right, which basically deputizes local law enforcement to work with immigration authorities in immigration enforcement. All right. Unbeknownst to you, likely, the majority of the counties in the state of Minnesota actually did work with law enforcement, or not law enforcement, but immigration enforcement. So ICE, I'm just gonna say DHS agents to keep it simple for everybody. The majority of the counties, Hennepin County did not, and for good reason. All right, it could be due to the fear mongering that the Trump administration had inflicted upon their county when it came to the immigrant population there. So there's that part. Also, you tell a fib, okay? During the Obama administration, not all counties participated in 287G, okay? Additionally, another thing is that with the Obama administration, they actually did do raids. They did raids. And what they didn't do, though, is that they didn't tackle protesters. They didn't point their service weapons at protesters. They also didn't kill protesters during the Obama administration. So that's why we have a stark contrast here, because protesting in the United States of America is, in fact, if you don't know, not a crime. It's not a crime. Actually, it's something that's protected by our very First Amendment of the Constitution. So there's that. Okay. So while you try to compare it to the Obama administration and what they did, you are sorely mistaken, and also you're being disingenuous. I'm so fucking tired of that word, but that's what you're being. You're not being honest with this matter, because they are in fact going about these things completely different. Donald Trump is using ICE as a paramilitary force that does whatever the hell it is that he wants them to do. All right. Whereas Obama operated within the bounds of the law. We know that for a fact, because not once was the Obama administration found to be in contempt. Not once were they found to not be giving people their due process rights. So we have that. Okay. Now, again, in regards to Renee Good, answer my question, please. I'm begging you. All right. When did it become fearing for his life to murder? Because was it the first shot, the second shot, or the third shot? If you don't want to answer, we can just watch the video.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Anytime you explore a situation, you don't know what's going to go south. Anytime someone obstructs you when you're doing something, it can go south. So you're in threat. Anytime someone's going to protest you, stop you, I can give you a billion examples where cops and military came across situations of peaceful people and they got blown up.
She wasn't obstructing, though, sir. That's the thing.
Well,
she
actually,
wasn't
no.
obstructing anything.
The investigation disagrees with you on that. You're saying I'm
What
fibbing.
investigation?
What
investigation to Renee Good?
Okay. I'm just saying, like, DOJ also said a lot of those things.
What
if you want to bring up what Noam said that Renee Good was there obstructing. She was Renee. What about all those things that
they also called her a domestic terrorist? So are we supposed to take their word for it? Because they also said that Alex Preddy, all right, was an armed gunman who was looking to murder agents.
Why quote her in the first
place? So that's what they also said.
I'm gonna have to go because I'm gonna be here, but you quoted her in the first place. Okay, you should not have brought her up in the first place.
Oh my
God,
you
don't
follow.
You guys
this is why you don't follow. I brought her up to show the discrepancy in what the federal government has said, meaning that we cannot trust the federal government. No matter how much you try to talk over me, it won't win. You won't. You won't get to do that. Okay? Kristi Noem's statement was brought up to show the contradiction in the federal government's messaging, statements, wording on this matter. Like, that's what you need to see. All right. This is what they said. They said that they were not on an operation, that they were leaving one and they got stuck in the snow. That's what they said. But now you're saying that they said that they were on an operation. So are we supposed to believe them the first time or the third time? Which one? The first time or the third time? They also said that Renee Good was a domestic terrorist. But all of the video that we have from that day, January 7th, shows completely different. She was not a domestic terrorist. She wasn't obstructing anything. Cars were able to go in front of her and behind her. Therefore, no obstruction. She wasn't preventing them from doing anything. You also don't want to mention the point that she was receiving conflicting errors because they told her to leave, then they told her to get out of her car. Which one was she supposed to do? That's the thing about you all right? You're in the military. You're a military man, all right? You already know what it is. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Yet here you are, believing everything that the Trump administration has told you. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. If you want to address that, by all means, you can come off of mute and do so.
Ring cameras from several individuals in the area showed that cars were able to get around her just fine. So there was no obstruction. You refuse to answer questions and you keep falling back into, I used to be a cop, so I had to go through this thing. We're not asking you for your personal anecdotal experience. This does not reflect the reality of Renee Nicole Good's murder. Not to mention, you just tried to lay the groundwork to justify murdering anyone. You started off by saying, cops, the second they go into a situation where someone is protesting, their life's on the line, their life is threatened. That's a crazy statement. Yeah, in every situation that you... Oh.
It's okay, Hector, but because what he's doing is he's basically putting the onus of emotional regulation, like that control, onto the civilian versus the law enforcement, like the agent, the officer. So like we're supposed to be, more well-behaved, more emotionally regulated, in control, more disciplined than they are, which doesn't make any sense because they are the trained individuals. They're the trained professionals. Why do we have to behave better than they do? That is very concerning. I agree with you, Carol. It's very concerning.
I could not imagine being first off, as an officer, or as a human being in general, but particularly as an officer, every situation you go in, you have to have your head on a swivel. You have to be on your P's and Q's because, yes, anything can happen. But you trying to place or make protests out in general to be a place where you're just going to get attacked as a justification to have your finger on the trigger is the exact reason why you should have never been in any damn office, in any damn field, trying to quote unquote protect and serve anybody. You're a threat. You're justifying and defending other threats to society, and every single one of you should be fired.
That part.
W's in the chat to Sean Green for the $5 super chat. He lies. In the military, if you violate rules of engagement by needlessly unaliving a civilian, you go to Leavenworth. ICE violated their rules of engagement. WCU, Sean. WCU.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you. So here's what we want to do, guys, because this is the breakdown of the video. I know you all have likely seen this before, but I think this is one of the best breakdowns. And it was done by the New York Times. Whoa. Thank you so much, Andy, for the Astro Bear. Draw some hearts for Andy. Also, I didn't get to say this earlier because everyone was like having their conversation with that other guy, but draw some hearts in the chat for the Gooch. Draw some hearts in the chat for the Gooch, y'all. Thank you so much, Gucci. I appreciate you for all the love that you've shown here today. You're fucking awesome. Thank you so much. And again, thank you, Andy. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. All right. And because you're still here, Jay, I want you, all right, to point to us. All right. Point it out to us. And I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest. When it became fear of life to murder, because it's clear as day.
He's about to complain about being muted, bro, and he knows how to unmute.
Officials said these were, quote, defensive shots fired because the officer was being run over.
And a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over.
But our analysis of bystander footage, filmed from different angles, appears to show the agent was not in the path of the victim's SUV when he fired 3 shots at close range. Here's how events unfolded.
I wanted to do that so the top wouldn't be cut
Moments
off.
before the shooting, the victim's maroon SUV is stopped in the middle of the street. Multiple unmarked federal vehicles are idling nearby. Secretary Noem alleged the motorist, quote, was blocking the officers in. Bystanders are blowing whistles and yelling at federal agents.
I watched the whole thing.
Then, federal vehicles start moving toward the maroon SUV, with sirens and lights blaring.
By the way,
A
trigger
federal
warning,
agent
guys.
films the scene on his phone. The driver rolls forward slightly, turning left, then stops and waves for others to go ahead. Two agents exit this silver pickup and walk toward the vehicle. Moments later, shots are fired. Let's look at the scene again more closely. This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming and disappears from view. Other agents pull up and order the driver to exit her vehicle. One of them grabs at the door handle and reaches inside. The SUV reverses, then turns right, apparently attempting to leave. At the same time, the agent filming crosses toward the left of the vehicle and grabs his gun. He opens fire on the motorist and continues shooting as she drives past. The moment the agent fires, he is standing here, to the left of the SUV, and the wheels are pointing to the right, away from the agent. This appears to conflict with allegations that the SUV was ramming or about to ram the officer.
Where was he hit?
President Trump and others said the federal agent was hit by the SUV, often pointing to another video filmed from a different angle. And it's true that at this moment in this grainy low-resolution footage, it does look like the agent is being struck by the SUV. But when we synchronize it with the first clip, we can see the agent is not being run over. In fact, his feet are positioned away from the SUV. The SUV crashes into a white car parked down the road. A bystander runs toward the collision. The federal agents on scene do not appear to rush to provide emergency medical care. Eventually, the agent who shot the motorist approaches the vehicle. Seconds later, he turns back around and tells his colleagues to call 911.
Shame! You shot someone! You shot someone!
Agents block several bystanders who attempt to provide medical care, including one who identifies himself as a physician.
I go check a pulse. No! Back up! Now! I'm a physician! I don't care!
At the same time, several agents, including the agent who opened fire, get in their vehicles and drive off, apparently altering the active crime scene.
All I wanted to add is that I disagree even with the assessment that that one grainy footage shows him being impacted, because even when you play that down and play it solely, you see no impact, you see no jolt. There's not a single piece of footage that makes it look like he was hit.
That part. That part. Just simply that part. So, where was he hit? When was he hit? And then also, I like to know when it became from fearing for his life to murder, because you still haven't answered that question. And I'm just going to send you, thank you, Hector. Appreciate you.
Okay, can I speak now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can just hear me out for a second. First, just hear me out, okay? Is that as soon, okay, I'm gonna answer the first question. First question is what the footage shows is him being on the passenger side to the right. Then the footage shows him getting knocked on his personal camera, him getting knocked out. The footage we saw did show him actually kind of he wasn't directly in front of the car, he's more at the edge in the front where he got hit and knocked down. Okay, and the footage just showed because it showed him vanish. People just don't vanish off camera. What happened was he got out of the view of that angle and was on the other angle where she forcefully hit him
Since
and
you
got
wanna,
hit by the edge of the car.
Since you want to answer questions with a question,
I'm answering. Hey, I'm
hey,
breaking down
92,
the video.
92. Since you want to answer questions with questions and not be direct, I'm going to answer my
I'm
question
not
for your
answering your
question. Here's what I'm going to
question.
do.
Can
You
I
literally
finish
are
it? You let me
asking a
finish.
question.
I'm not finished.
You're
I'm
literally
almost
asking a
finished.
question.
I'm almost finished.
Sir,
I'm almost
you are,
finished.
No, come on. You have better emotional regulation than that.
Well, you guys are also getting
Okay,
heated too,
92,
by calling
92.
me
Can a
fibbing.
different camera angle move a person?
No, but a person can vanish from a camera angle.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So a different camera angle can't move a person. So you bringing up the footage that we already just verified that
Been
does not
verified.
show him getting hit. Your angle would not move the person in the direction to where he could have been hit by that vehicle. So I don't know why you keep making that point.
No, I'm not.
He
I can
was
make a point.
not
The
hit.
thing is,
She literally
there's
played the
plenty
entire.
of room
So here's my question
for
now.
the.
Where did you see that
I'm
officer
also
get
a
hit in
film
the angle?
manager, just so you guys know.
Where did you?
do
I don't give
film,
a
so
shit
I'm
what
gonna
you
break
are.
this down about
Where did
photography
you
and film.
see him get
Okay?
hit in that angle?
Okay, I'm gonna
In
break
the
you guys
video
about
Erica
photography
just
and film.
played, where did you see him get hit?
Okay, let me break to you about photography and film.
Hey,
I can tell you
92.
something.
Where did you see him get hit?
Okay, I'm just saying that footage.
I would just really like to
I say
see
there's
the
room.
video.
No, from that
of him
footage.
getting
Can
hit.
we do a poll,
But
please?
you guys didn't show the personal footage that they had the cam of him getting hit. But from what I saw from the footage, I saw plenty of room for someone to get hit, but not seen from that angle. Cameras can do that. I actually got into teaching because I'm qualified to teach film and photography. Okay, I've worked in Hollywood. Okay, and I can tell you right now, from the camera angle, it is possible that if someone were to told me, hey, you can't see this from an angle when you look at this footage, this guy got hit by the edge of the car. I don't see it in the footage, but from the angle the camera got it, I could believe that. And then we see footage of him bluntly getting hit by the vehicle. Okay?
Bluntly getting, so he was knocked down, right? When did he get knocked down?
That's what the footage says.
When did he get
so
knocked
what about
down,
the footage?
though? When did he get knocked down?
Yeah, it shows him getting knocked down. The footage from his cam shows him getting
Because as far as I know, knocked down means being on your ass. It means falling to the ground. When did he get knocked down? When?
Okay.
Show us a video. When? Because the video that we just watched shows none of that.
Can I pull it? Okay, if you give me a minute.
Go ahead.
Right
I'll give you a
now,
minute.
I'm just off work. No. Like probably like tomorrow, I can just show you the footage. Because I'm in my car. I'm not in front of my computer.
I don't work on Tuesdays.
I don't know how to do stuff on smartphones. I don't know how to do like some phrase statement. I know how to film on a smartphone, but I don't like upload photos. I gotta find it. But give me a minute, and I can send it to your link.
I'm not sorry.
I can send it.
You're full of shit.
Will you post it? I'm willing to back up what I can say. Are you gonna give me the opportunity to back up what I say? Because I can't do it now. Because I'm not in front of my camera. I'm not in front of my computer.
Erica can literally play the footage where you would have seen him get hit.
Give me like a day. I'll send you the footage. I can send you the footage. Will you air if I send you the footage from his perspective where he gets knocked
92.
down from her getting
92. Erica can play the footage from his phone camera right now.
Okay, let's see it.
You fucking moron.
Let's see it.
Sure. Want to make sure I get the raw footage though. I don't want any extra, nothing extra in it, just the raw footage. In just a moment here.
And you say he didn't get hit at all by the car, okay?
Nope, he did not.
Okay.
All right, that includes a cut. So no cuts. This will be an ad. I don't need no ads.
Yo, we have a combined 1,400 people across all the platforms in the live. Make sure you guys do a couple things. Those of you on the TikTok side, if you're not following Erica, hit that follow button in the top left corner. She is live just about every day. And after doing so, consider becoming a fan club member. That helps the stream as well. Send your little daily heartbeats if you haven't already, or become a fan
now,
club
I
member.
might say...
I know you fucking hear me
the
talking. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Because you literally heard me fucking talking. Shut up. Share out the live with your friends and family, reposting and add it to your story. Text your friends, do all of those things. Make sure you're putting the comments as well, because that is engagement. Knock out the little rose bears that you have on the top there. Erica just needs 14 more of those. 14 more of those. If you'd like to support the stream, you can do it in that fashion. Greatly appreciate y'all. Take care of Liv while he's here. MAGAs can support this moron as well. I could care less. Erica takes most of it. Anyways, I think we can get the likes up to 450k likes, and we can definitely do that within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So tap that screen for a solid 30 to 60 seconds. Show the algorithm that you want to be here. And when you're done doing all that, the best ways to support Erica's platform is going to be the links in the bio. Everything with Erica9 at gmail.com for the Zelle. Everything with Erica on Cash App and PayPal as well. No, not Cash App. Venmo and PayPal as well. If you'd like to donate to her through Cash App, you may use mine. Hector Talks with 2 R's. Make sure you say it's for Erica and I can get that over to her. If you're over on the tube side, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notification bells on your way in or on your way out. If you want to support the stream, send a super chat or a super sticker. Thank you all for being here.
Okay, here we go. Because it's not long at all. Give me one moment. Thank you guys. Keep doing all of the good things. I am multitasking. You guys know I got old joints. My bones don't work like they used to. They don't move as fast.
Oh, also, if you check out ericaeffect.com, you can get you know what? Actually, hold on. I need to check my mailbox, see if my shirt came in.
Oh, do that, please, friend. I gotta be a Neho, though. I'm a bougie bitch. Okay. Okay, we did that. And then we're gonna do this too. I'm gonna put this in front of it. All right. And go here. Okay. And let's make sure we have the sound is on. And I want to make sure that you all can see it. Okay, here we go. This is the uncut footage, guys.
Okay, we don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
Where was he hit? And now you know how to come off of mute. Just tell us, where was he hit?
First off, I'm going to apologize for interrupting you when you were doing her advertisement. I'm going to admit I was wrong for that. But that's the thing is, so let me change my cameras. Okay?
You know why I'm still going to say fuck you to your apology? Because the entire time you interrupted Erica, you never fucking apologized to her.
Well, no, because we were talking
consistently
over each other.
throughout this entire live. You kept interrupting her.
I was insulted
but
as
now
well.
you want to try and apologize to me.
Well,
fuck
guys.
you, bro.
So
fuck you.
I was insulted as well, okay? And if there was a public debate with a mediator, because I'm on your panel, so you guys can overtalk me and all that stuff, it would be a different story. So, yes, but we were overtalking each other because we were in
so
the street. But anyway, let me answer a question.
And where was he knocked down, sir?
Okay, so you're telling me, so what was all that? A guy thing is the camera was on him. He's getting knocked down because that's obviously a guy getting hit by a car.
What?
You're saying?
What is your please tell us. Like, describe to us what knockdown looks like to you.
Okay, he got hit by the vehicle. Okay.
No, he did not.
Okay, let me say something. Okay, if I put my camera up here, right, and it's not on me.
The sound that you hear was him shuffling. All right, shuffling at the bottom of his phone to switch his phone from one hand to another while he grabs his service weapon with his dominant hand. That's what you heard. You heard the shuffling of the phone. All right. You've seen all of this video. All right. So when someone says someone was knocked down, all right, that means that they have been pushed, all right, where they're no longer standing on their feet. All right. They're on the floor, on their bottom, on their butt. That is being knocked down. He was not knocked down. All right. Okay. Also, this was not body cam footage because he wasn't wearing a body cam. He was filming with his own phone. All right. And in him filming, again, he took the phone and he shuffled it from one hand to the other, okay, so that he could use his dominant hand, which for me is my left, okay, to grab his service weapon. That's literally what happened. He was not hit by a vehicle. No reports other than a DHS statement, who we already have proven to be liars, okay, have said that this man incurred any type of physical injury.
Well, first off, you haven't proved that was lying.
What they were reporting on were his injuries from June of 2025, when he was involved in a similar incident.
Okay. Well, I will dispute that, but I'll dispute it. But I will say this, okay? The thing is, when I meant body cam his own personal phone when he was filming, because you're right, he didn't have a body cam. But from that angle, the guy holding the camera got hit by a vehicle. Now, the reason he put his hand to his weapon, because as soon as she drove towards him, she became a threat and he reached for his weapon. Okay? I can name you so many times where you're in a situation and if someone's obstructing you or interfering with you, or because you don't know who's a threat. There have been so many instances where, I know these guys, they were in Afghanistan, right? A female approached them. She didn't appear a threat at all. And like, hell, man, and she was a suicide bomber. There are so many situations where cops, military law enforcement, federal agents are looking at something innocent and it turns out to be a threat. That footage shows a guy getting hit by a car. He may not fell directly on his butt, but that footage shows him getting hit by a vehicle. She's like, whoa, okay. If I were to put my cell phone up, okay, at that angle, you might not see all of me. From that footage, I say he got hit by a vehicle. That's my interpretation from that footage, is that he got hit by a vehicle. And a lot of other people are agreeing. Even the Mayor Fry retracted some of it. What did Mayor Fry retracted some of his statements when he was interviewed on CNN? And his chief of police was next to him and all the chief of police did was confirm, like, okay, well, he didn't really side with Fry because that's his boss. He just bluntly said, well, he said like a side statement, but he can't sit up there. My interpretation, and I tell all my students, research what I tell you. Oh my God. Research what I tell you. I tell all my students that, do your due research. When I was, from a mutual perspective, when I saw the chief of police, it seemed like to me like he didn't want to say nothing to hurt his boss.
Who the fuck lets you teach their children?
Dude, don't question me being a teacher. Don't go there.
Who the fuck
We're not talking about me. We're not talking about me. Why
you don't believe what you see with your eyes. You pull shit out of your ass. Who the fuck lets you teach their children? I really want to know, because I'm finna turn into a goddamn Karen.
We're not talking about me.
Who the fuck lets you teach anyone?
I'm explaining to you why I see a guy getting hit by a vehicle.
Then I guess you're fucking blind or visually impaired.
A lot of people see that, a guy getting hit by a vehicle. You are blind, okay?
Everyone.
We're not talking about me, okay?
Be quiet. I don't like raising my voice. Stop that shit, okay? Like, chill out. Good grief. Here's the thing, all right? Here's the fucking thing, okay? You say that he was hit by the vehicle. You also said that he was knocked down, all right? There's nothing to show that this man was knocked down, all right? I'm going to grant you, I'll grant you, all right, that he was hit by the car. That doesn't mean that I actually think it, just for the purpose of moving this gosh awful conversation along, because there is a $100 drop kick, okay? $100, all right? You guys can pull it or one can send it. Doesn't matter. I don't care how you do it. Links are in the bio, all right? There's also YouTube. I don't care how you guys do it, but this is ridiculous. So with that being said, Jay, all right? With that being said, it's still no reason for him to use lethal force. All right. Even per the Department of Justice's standards, all right, the Department of Homeland and Security standards, and even ICE standards of procedure, all right, standard operating procedures, SOPs, still no reason to use lethal force. We even have case precedent by the United States Supreme Court, all right, that says that a slow moving vehicle is not a reason to use deadly force. Why are you sitting here justifying this? Because in the video that you just saw, which way was she turning her wheel? Was her wheel going towards him or was it going away? Which way was she turning it? You know how to come off of mute. Do so, please.
Actually, I didn't know how to come off of mute. I thought you had to unmute me. I didn't know that. So anyway, when she ran over, she was not driving slow. And here's something else some people aren't aware of. He may not have meant to probably try to, can I finish? He may not have meant to try to shoot her. He just probably shot at the vehicle. He probably didn't meant to shoot. When that vehicle hit him.
You don't get to do that part, sir. No, fuck that. You don't get to do that part. Because from all indications in the videos that we watched of this incident, of this murder take place, he literally was aiming high. He aimed high. All right. So he was aiming at her. All right. If you say that he just meant to like just stop her, he didn't mean to shoot her, then by all means, why didn't he aim low for her wheel?
I can explain that.
Why didn't he aim low to shoot at the engine? Can I explain that? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever what you just said.
I can explain all that.
Fucked up bad job of explaining it too.
No.
Yes, you are.
From a combat
W's in the chat to the one mighty pen for the $5 super chat.
Combat,
if you are hit,
knows bar
you
weapons,
don't reach for a pew pew. You
this
reach
whole
for
tactical
okay.
situation to you. You guys
so
don't know this.
I have a question for you.
So
is it against the law for law enforcement? No, be quiet. Answer this question right now. You know how to come off of mute. Don't fucking play with me. Do not play in my face. All right? Yes or no? Is it against the law for law enforcement in any capacity to shoot? Basically, I'm just going to fucking say it, to shoot at a person that's fleeing?
Now, can I answer this question?
Yes or no?
I didn't know that she wasn't fleeing. But here's the thing.
She wasn't
I don't
fleeing?
think back up. We don't know. Can I say something?
She wasn't fleeing?
We don't know what she was doing. You don't know. And it's seriously, I don't know that I accidentally mute myself. I didn't know I was doing that. The first thing I was going to say was, I know about tactical maneuvers. When someone hits you with a car like that, you can't accurately aim. I didn't say he meant to shoot her. I'm saying there's a possible chance that he may have not been trying to kill her. But I will say this, okay? You don't know if she was fleeing or not. How do you know she wasn't trying to run him over? How do you know that? How do you know she was fleeing? Answer me that question. How do you know she was fleeing? How do you know she was fleeing?
That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the
And
same
what about
plate
when
you
her
come
wife
talk
said
to us
drive,
later.
drive,
That's
drive?
fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy.
I want to know what proof she's fleeing. And I have a question for you that I want to answer from. Okay? Whoa!
So,
okay, look,
you
I'm
just watched that video.
Can I explain something?
Which direction was the wheel being turned? Which direction was Renee Good turning her wheel? Was she turning it towards the agent or away from the agent?
I keep accidentally muting myself. The footage went away. So can we pull it up again, please? But can I say something? Here's what I'm going to say was, in those situations, you don't know if she's fleeing or not. For all she know, from his perspective, she may have tried to hit another ICE agent. He don't know that, okay?
There
Maybe
was no
she was
other
trying to
ICE
flee.
agent in her
Maybe
line
she
of
was-
sight. What the fuck are you talking
But
about?
I'm just saying that we don't.
There was no
the
other
thing
ICE
is, I'm
agent in
saying
her
that
line of sight.
we
She
don't-
literally was
I'm saying
moving
that
away from
fleeing-
him. She was moving
Fleeing-
away. She was turning her wheel to the
He
right.
hit- okay,
From all
let me ask you a
indications,
question.
she was turning it away. She was
Okay.
turning it to the right. The right to get away.
Can we show
what
the footage again of the
fuck
steering
was it that
wheel?
you saw? You
Can we show
fucking
the
idiot.
footage
No,
again,
what
please?
the fuck was it that you
Can
saw?
we show-
I want to
what
know
would
what
you
it is
do?
that
Let me
you
ask you a
saw.
question.
Because there's no
Let me
fucking
ask you
way
a
that
question.
you've ever
If
in your
law
life
enforcement
ever been
approaches your
in law
vehicle,
enforcement.
if
There's
law
no
enforcement
fucking way
approaches your
that you've
vehicle,
ever
if-
read any type of standard operating procedures. There's no way. Absolutely no fucking way. All right? You're sitting here as a person who supposedly took an oath to not just defend the public, but also American citizens, and you're literally defending the fucking murder of one. We all saw it with our eyes, and you, sir, some way, somehow, all right, are literally sitting here in front of over 1,000 fucking people saying that she was driving her car towards him, or she was trying to aim it at other ICE agents. All in the fucking video. No, you shut up. You shut up. You shut the fuck up right now.
Would you move?
Shut the fuck up.
Would you move?
You stop moving your fucking lips. All of the evidence that we see on the video that we can see with our own fucking eyes, all right, literally show us that there was no cars in her line of sight. There were no agents in her line of sight. None whatsoever. None. She had a clear path to leave, and she was turning her wheel to the right to do so. When he literally decided to fucking shoot her. The reason why you don't want to answer the question of why, or when actually, or when it became fear of life to murder is because you know for a fact that it was a third fucking gunshot that killed Renee Good. And he was feet away from the car when he let off that shot, when he murdered her. You know that for a fact because you've seen the fucking videos. Yet, for some reason or another, you have allowed Donald Trump and his administration, all right, to convince you to believe in lies. For some reason or another, you don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe your own eyes. You guys keep muted. Yeah, you're gonna keep getting fucking muted. What? You don't get to fucking talk here. I don't care about what you have to say. By the left. All right? You're literally, you're not based in reality, sir. You're friggin' delusional. Chat, please keep tapping the screen. Do all the good things. Like, show Hector and live love. Reality. Like, you're not based in reality. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Just simply not at all. You're not based in reality. You're not. Can I tell you something before you start again? Because I feel like I took the temperature way too high. I did. I took the temperature way too high, and I just want to tell you something. All right. Let's just calm down. Hey, let's just breathe and calm down. And I just want to tell you something.
He's saying,
why am I keep getting muted?
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So,
that's all. No, we did not make the kit pool, but I'm not going to sit here and continue to listen to someone deny reality. All right. That's just simple delusion right there. All right. Whatever boot it is that he has decided to like swallow. All right. Let him swallow it. Let him swallow it. Let him swallow it. And I'm so sorry, Matt. I did not see you in there because I wasn't focused on those. I'm sorry. Hey, Matt. How are you, friend?
Hi, friend. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah? Yeah, you're doing okay? Okay. I just want to check on you, make sure you're doing good. And I just wanted to remind everybody here, because there's a lot of people watching here and people over on the tube, that for Erica and for Hector and for Lip and for all of your favorite creators that are putting in the work and taking the time to talk to these people, that there's an immense amount of work that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of time. Please make sure that you are supporting your favorite creators, especially these three right here, some of the smartest people on this app who are taking their time to talk to these morons. I say that with genuine disdain, that they're taking their time to talk to these people and explain things like this. Okay. And Erica definitely needs some migraine medicine probably after that, as well do our other friends. So please make sure that you are doing all of the good things. Make sure that you're helping out with their links in their bios. Make sure you're doing the good things on the tube. Make sure you're doing the good things here, helping out with the gift goal, that you're tapping that screen. I see. Oh, well, we're definitely going to get over 500,000 likes, but you guys need to pump that thing up to 600,000 likes. That's exactly what needs to happen right now. Everybody needs to pump that like goal up over 600,000 likes. Keep this thing going. Show Erica all of the love, and of course, Liv and Hector too. That's all, friend. Okay.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate you.
Okay. Bye bye.
All
Bye
right.
bye,
See
guys.
you later. Make sure you're following Matt because he's fucking awesome. Ooh, we need to do a breathing exercise. I feel like being awkward, so I'm gonna set it as the kissy faces. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey Hector, have you ever seen me do the kissy face gift?
I have not.
You never seen it? Oh my god, it's fucking ridiculous. Like my shoulders are tense. Like see, look.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
I'm a ridiculous person. Yeah, we didn't do the thingy, but thank you.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I make it awkward. I don't know. I don't know why. But thank you to thank you. Is it Cassie? I think thank you, Cassie, for the 5. Just want to say because they seem to not make the connection, her car accelerated because she was shot in the head. Love you. Thanks for all you do. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. That is true. My goodness. Actually, the her car actually accelerated. The third shot was a shot to the head. Her car accelerated because she was literally just shot. All right. The first shot entered somewhere in this area. And that's why her car accelerated, likely from the shock of it actually happening. And her car accelerated and he continued to shoot her. So there's that. Guys, keep doing all of the good things, guys. Just keep doing all of the good things. All right. And yeah. Starbright, are you a Trump supporter? Starbright going once, Starbright going twice.
You did have some super chats on YouTube I was gonna read out.
Oh, I can read them out. I have the thing up here. I appreciate you, friend.
Okay.
If I can find them. There we go. What was that?
Hola.
One moment, please. What is happening over here on my thingy? I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. All right. Refresh. Oh, thank you to, hey, Sean. We got you, Sean, earlier. Thank you, Jenny, for the $5 super chat. Jenny said, if you are hit, you don't reach for your pew-pew. You reach for whatever body part was hit. Exactly. He never was hit. There was no hitting. The dude just lying. Also, shout out to Soloing Your Verse for the $2 super chat. They said, first video shows agent is holding his phone left hand. Yeah. Thank you so very much, guys. I appreciate you all. Yeah, it's just that we have chosen to believe what our eyes are showing us, not what the Trump administration is telling us, which is strange for a person who is calling themselves, was he a veteran or did he say he was active duty?
I don't even remember at this point.
I don't remember either. I'm sorry. But thank you all so very much. And also shout out to Mackenzie for the $1. Mackenzie said, ICE is barely qualified to do their job, let alone know basic human anatomy of when someone is unalive to the head. Yeah, they don't know much. But thank you all so very much for the love, for the donations, I should say. Again, what was I going to say? If you would like to support the stream, support me, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. All right. Thank you so very much because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. I appreciate you all. Let's keep doing the good things and take care, Liv and Hector. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do not want to use my mom voice. All right. Owen's gone. Okay, cool. Starbright, I sent you a request to unmute. You didn't take it, so I'm going to assume you don't mean to be here. Utopia Holmes, are you a Trump supporter?
No, but I just want to see my perspective about you mentioned about lethal force because I grew up.
W's in the chat to Irene for the $5 for Erica. Take a shot. Take a shot.
Stop making me do that. Don't make me do that, please. I will take a shot. Matter of fact, I might go do that right now. But please stop making me do that. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, okay? Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. If you're not a Trump supporter, by all means, put it in the chat, send a dono, but only request up if you're a Trump supporter. You are the demographic of people I like to speak with, because if I don't respect my boundaries, how can I expect you to respect them, right? Okay. Toe, wow, your name's awful. Toe, are you a Trump supporter? Toe going once. Toe going twice. Toe, I'm sending you out of here. All right, chat. Chat, we beat all the Trump supporters. We did it. We beat all the Trump supporters. They're out of here. All right? They're gone. They don't exist anymore. All right, Hector, we did it. We won. We did it, Joe. We did it.
Doesn't take much.
It does not take much at all. Anywho. All right, chat. Put your favorite hashtags in there. I'm going to put my second favorite one. But if you know my favorite one, you should put it in there. Oh, maybe I should turn on the phone line. I'm going to do that. See what happens. How many times I'm going to get called the N-word? Want to put some money on it, Hector?
Is that even a bet at that point, or what's the word I'm looking for?
We know that's going to happen.
What's the word when you see into the
future or premonition?
Yeah. Is that a bet or a premonition?
Yeah. All right. Hi, CJ. Are you a Trump supporter? CJ going once. CJ going twice. All right, so guys, do this for me. This person's definitely not coming on my panel. That person's a weirdo. Do this for me, guys. If you are tapping away the screen and all of a sudden the person at the bottom becomes grayed out, you know, the little people at the bottom, they get grayed out. Guess what happens? All right, that means that you're in the request. And if you're not a Trump supporter, you don't want to be in the request. Okay, so cancel it. All right, but if you are a Trump supporter and the little people are actually blue and pink, turn it gray. Get up in here and let's have a conversation. Let's do that. Let's have a conversation. You are the demographic of people I like to speak with.
That sounds interesting. What kind of people do you enjoy talking to the most?
You're boring. All right. You're so boring. Okay. And Joel is still black is wild. Joel is still black. He is still black. He doesn't know that yet, though. There's this weird person that goes around to different panels and they never talk. They just play songs or recordings. So they're so weird. They're just so weird. Peculiar ass people. I was about to do something. I can't remember what it was I was about to do.
Erica, you have another 5 from Irene. They said these Trump supporters do not want to talk about the Epstein files. Thank you, Irene.
Not at all.
That's 6,000% correct.
Thank you, Irene. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Irene, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat for Irene. You just came up here to pour water? That's what you came to do? Someone get rid of this person for me, please.
Shit, not my thing, not working. Thank you. Guys, mods, don't block my burner account in the chat. It's called Joel Blacktrick. That's one of my burners. Don't block it.
These people are just, I don't like these people. I don't. It's okay that I don't, right? Also, where are the MAGA people, all right, who say that I always come over to their spaces, all right, and think I'm going to rule their spaces, but they never come over here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that gift, though, because it's funny to me, because, yeah. I don't really like PDA. What is it called? PDA, Public Displays of Affection? Yeah. Blech. You want to know the lore? What lore? What's the lore?
No, I just put in the chat with the burner account username. I said there's lore behind it.
Oh, if you weren't here yesterday, you missed it, and I'm not doing that again. But you can check out Dan Malik's YouTube to figure that one out. His most recent stream. You can look there.
It's all on his last stream. Go subscribe to his YouTube. Go look at it.
Hey, Hector, how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that this person that's in the request is the same person that wants to keep coming up making weird noises?
$7.24.
$7. Okay, I'm going $7.77. You got it. You got it. Okay. What I tell you? Fucking weirdo. Peculiar ass motherfucker. So there. Anywho. Yeah. Trump supporters suck. Wait, did we get this one? A $5 super chat from Sean that said, an Army officer saying you will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. I am convinced he is lying about being an Army officer. Did we read that one?
No, you did. You just did, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Not before.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, love. Draw some hearts in the chat for Sean, y'all. Draw some hearts in the chat for Sean. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I'm sick of these pigs. I'm sick of these pigs.
They're boring.
A whole pig.
They're
A
boring.
whole pig trying to come up here and defend murder.
See what I told you? Same person.
Trump supporters request up in the box you the demographic of people that we'd like to have a conversation with. Fun fact, Trump supporters, fun fact. The best you guys can do is pee into a toilet to have a conversation because you guys are illiterate, inarticulate, and quite frankly, the scum of the earth. Why are you still supporting Trump? It's a simple question that requires simple answers. You can mention his tariffs. You can mention his immigration policy. You can mention every other thing. Try something. Because you peeing in a toilet only cements how stupid you are.
Okay, we have someone here. Hi, person. Cav. I'm going to call you Cav. Are you a Trump supporter, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, and for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
52.
Okay. Seems familiar.
Yeah. Yes, I am. My mic kept getting muted when we were talking about ICE, and I didn't get to finish my statements before I got deleted.
This is that pig.
Yes, it is. And I was about to show you the flaws in all your guys' logic when it came to the ICE thing. The misinformation you have, and I was going to show proof of it. I can prove it, yes. Yes.
Hold
yes,
on,
yes.
Just bear
But
with me
anyway,
for one
we'll
moment.
talk about
Hey,
Trump
hey,
now,
hey,
okay? Because I can give you reasons why I support Trump.
Cav.
So you want to go back to ICE?
Cav.
Let's talk about
Wait a
ICE.
minute. Wait a minute. Don't have to mute him. You don't have to mute him, friends. It's okay. Just wait a minute, all right? I'm going to need to get a shot. Okay? One moment. Be right back.
Why do you guys keep muting me? I keep getting muted on here. Why? Was that you muting me when I was defending my viewpoint?
Get you a shirt at theericaeffect.com. Wait, this way. Get a shirt.
Now, before I go, I can tell you why I
Yet.
support
Hold on,
Trump.
goddamn. One moment, please. I'm doing something.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
So I'm
if you
sorry. I'm a
like
little
if you,
heated
I know,
now.
I know you. I know, I get it.
But I
get
can
it.
tell
know
you why I
amped.
support
Hold
Trump.
on,
I can give
hold
you
on
not
one
his
moment.
reason.
Hold on one moment. I just had a shot of anejo, so I'm feeling great. All right. Ooh, my shoulders have relaxed. Look at that. Okay.
So you guys aren't going to meet me this time, right?
There we go.
So I kept getting muted last time.
Can't make you no promises.
Look, I'm not going to insult. I'm going to come here with a calm head. Okay? We think we're both getting heated. Okay? So, first off, the reason I voted for Trump, and I said history will only be the judge, was because as a conservative Christian, right now, a lot of people on the far left don't align with my values. And I don't like the political stances of a lot of the big voices on the left. Not all of them. I've always voted mutual. Okay? That's my reason for voting for Trump. But once again, I think history will only be the judge on policies, tariffs, because I've seen history unfold. My father, me and both my father are personally involved in history. Not going to go into our military records and degrees we have. I'm not going to go into that. But what I was going to say was this, okay? Here's what I'm saying, okay? When that vehicle, okay, at that moment,
I'm giving y'all a
and
$15
I believe
head start.
he was hit. If I was wrong with him being hit, then I was wrong. But I believe that footage shows a guy get knocked down and hit by a vehicle. As soon as she did that, that vehicle and her became a threat.
I thought you
and he
was gonna
reacted.
come tell us that we were wrong
But
about
can I say one more
ICE.
thing? I'm gonna say one more thing. Yes, I want to finish because I didn't get a chance to finish. There was this cop, right? There was this cop, because this happens a lot in history. There was this cop. There was a shooting where someone was killed, and all the reporters, this happens a lot, got on him, say, because reporters like to jump on anytime an incident happens. This happened throughout history, black, white. I could where like a civilian gets killed or shot, and reporters and news are all over it. So here's what these cops have done. This is them, okay? These reporters were all over these cops. You didn't have to shoot them, blah, 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 blah. So what the cops did was they took the reporters, put them in a shooting simulation, and what happened was reporters ended up shooting more civilians than the cops did, because reporters have never been in life and death situations like that.
Oh, could it be that
Okay?
they're not
Now,
trained
if he did not get
professionals?
hit by the vehicle, if he
Because they're
didn't get hit
not
by the
trained
vehicle,
professionals?
I would.
What
No,
the
I'm
fuck
just
are we
saying
doing
that
here?
because.
You're yapping though. You're not doing anything.
Okay,
So
did you
chat,
hear what
I'm
I
giving
just
you a
said though?
15. I'm giving you a $15 head start because we really only got 5. I'm
Okay,
giving you a $15
okay.
head start.
What I said
All
was
right, 85
that.
left to go plus chat choice. When I say
Did
chat
you hear
choice,
everything I just
that
said
means
though?
you. I heard everything you just said. That means you can get
Okay.
a dad joke, you can get a song, you can get
A
whatever you
what?
want. I don't know. Just let me know. We'll see what happens. But
Well, what is
there
that?
we go. Links in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. And if you're over in the tube, you can send a super chat. All right. I appreciate you all. All right. So I was about to call you Yapperton McYappington, but I'm not going to do that. I was going to do that, but I'm not going to do it. All right. What I want you to do is, okay, because what you had said was, you said that you were going to come up here, all right, and tell us how we're wrong about ICE. Yet you haven't done that. You haven't done that. That's not what you're doing.
Okay.
What you're doing, all right, is you're still trying to make excuses about what happened to Renee Good, the murder of Renee Good. Okay, we've moved past that. I was waiting for you to hear, like, I was waiting to hear that, why we're wrong about ICE. All right.
Because you're wrong, because you have never been in situations, and people similar, and I don't mean like you, I'm saying like reporters in the past. And what I'm giving example is, you look at that situation from someone who doesn't have no experience, and you see some officers just going cowboy, shooting whatever. And I'm saying that in the past, cops have let reporters who sounded just like you into simulation ranges, and the police and the reporters ended up shooting everybody. So I'm saying that from the perspective of someone who's been in situations like that, the fact he got hit and the fact she was running and she accelerated off.
You're still doing it. You're still not talking about what you're supposed to be talking about.
Okay,
here's
I'm
the
just
deal
saying
right
that.
here.
Where am I
When
wrong
you
in that?
when you
Where am I
say,
wrong in
well,
thinking that?
if you
Okay.
allow me to answer, thank you. All right.
Okay.
So when you say something of this effect, that that these news reporters, because you mentioned a study early, these news reporters shot more civilians than the agents did. Are you putting the onus again? All right, professionalism, of training, of target shooting on reporters versus the trained
No.
professionals? Okay, then,
No.
so think about
No.
that. So that point would be moot. It doesn't
No,
matter.
it wouldn't. No,
yes,
no, no,
actually,
no. I
yes, it
think
would.
you're
It
not
doesn't
understanding what I'm
matter.
saying, though.
The
I'm
next
sorry.
part
Yeah,
of
okay.
this is this. All right, the next part of it is that, once again, we already moved on from that part. I thought you were going to come up here and tell us how ICE is doing a good job or something, but you're not doing that either. All
No,
right,
but
you're still
God.
talking about Renee Good. Okay, because if you want to talk about why ICE, all right, isn't needed, and maybe we should go more so back to an administrative form of ICE, then we should talk about the fact that, make sure I got my numbers right, 38 people have died in ICE custody since January 20th, 2025. 38 people, right? One of those a suspected murder, by the way. All right, that's more than Joe Biden had in all 4 years of his presidency. Right? Donald Trump is on target to exceed, I believe it's the 57, all right, in his first term if he continues down this path. Okay, we can talk about that. Or we can talk about how in ICE detention centers, all right, they're throwing people into solitary confinement for helping other detainees. We can talk about that. Or we can talk about how they're not giving people their medication. So the burden of caring for these people is being put on the counties or the cities next door to where these ICE facilities are being housed. Or we can talk about how they're not giving teenage girls sanitary products during their cycles. We can talk about that, which is cause for infection. Do you want these children to have bacterial vaginosis? I don't think you do. Okay, but that's what's happening.
Okay, let's talk about these things.
No, we're not finished. I'm not finished. All right, I'm not finished. I'm gonna keep on going. Thank you. All right, we can also talk about how when it comes to pregnant women, all right, they're being neglected because they're not getting the prenatal care that they need. We can talk about that. We can talk about the incidence of sexual abuse, not just towards women, but also children. Okay. We can talk about how ICE is using administrative warrants to search people's homes and to actually arrest them. So search and seizures. We can talk about that. We can also talk about how ICE, all right, is again pointing their service weapons at civilians, blinding civilians, all right, supposedly using less lethal options, all right, yet people are walking around scarred and maimed for life. We can talk about them tackling American citizens to the ground for no reason other than recording them. We can talk about how Alex Preddy was shot 12 times, once in the neck, the other 11 times in his back by ICE agent. Not ICE, it's actually Customs and Border Protection agents. We can talk about that. We can talk about how the Trump administration lied and called him a domestic terrorist, said that he was an armed gunman. We can talk about that. And we can talk about so much stuff that ICE is doing wrong. You cannot list anything that they're doing good because they aren't doing anything good. When you're going at the people who have been in the United States, all right, for decades and who have committed no type of crime, have no conviction on their records, but you're detaining them and treating them like criminals, we can talk about how that's wrong. Do you want to talk about what they're doing wrong?
Yeah. Are you finished? So we can discuss some of these things you brought up. Are you finished?
I'm considering
Okay.
I'm not sure
First
yet.
off, you brought up a lot of things, but the first thing I was going to bring up was that, and what I was saying earlier was that I think the reason you probably don't see things the way I do is because of your lack of experience. And what I was saying was cops put civilians in a similar experience, and the civilians walked out and said, I understand your perspective, and realized they were wrong. But anyway, here's the thing. You mean protesters, right? When protesters are interfering.
Shout out to Gucci for the 10. We're now at 25.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
We're now at 25, so $75
okay,
away.
so what about, you mean protesters? Law enforcement goes and do something. Protesters are intervening. Protesters are blocking ICE agents.
How are they?
So yes, they may point their weapons.
I'm so
they
sorry.
may use tear gas.
My question for you would be is when did any of this become against the law?
It's not against a lot of protests.
When did any of this? Where did Itchy go?
It's not against a lot of protests. What's against the law is to directly cross the line. There was even a protester. I can't remember his name on YouTube. I'm going to send him to you. He even talked about this because he was a protesting. He's been to jail a lot of times for protesting. And he said there's never a line you cross when you protest. And protesters are crossing that line. Okay? This is what's causing tear gas. This is what's causing weapons. Yes, they're crossing the line. They're hitting ICE officers. They're spitting in ICE officers' face. They're throwing tear gas. It's kind of like when guys came back from Vietnam, right? When guys came back from Vietnam,
are throwing
right?
Tear gas?
Or maybe it's not. They don't use tear gas anymore. I think they use something else.
Tear gas.
It's some. Okay, I was wrong. I'm saying like doing deterrence, crowd deterrent. But it's like in Vietnam. My dad came back from Vietnam.
The tear gas is being thrown at the protesters.
See, that's what you're doing. You're deflecting. You're deflecting the whole subject. You're deflecting the whole subject, okay?
Erica, do you mind if I ask this guy a question real quick?
Don't call me this guy, okay? Because you're deflecting the subject.
No, I'm sorry. What's your name, my friend? Sorry.
Don't worry about my name. Don't worry about my name.
You said you didn't want me to call you this guy.
Okay.
I don't know your name. I'm sorry. I'm
so sorry. I thought you were being offended. But yeah, what do you have to say?
I don't know your name. What's your name?
Well, just call me 92. You can say 92 Cav.
Okay,
or
fine.
92 Cav here.
Okay, bud. All right, 92. Calm down. I actually came up because I'm here to agree with you on something, and I was coming up to back you up on a point. Yeah, okay.
I apologize.
So,
I'm getting
all right.
heated.
So here's what I'm coming up to back you up on, my friend. The thing I'm coming to back you up on is you're right. People like Erica, or Liv, or myself, or anybody, we're not qualified to sit here and judge law enforcement for their actions after the fact. But do you know who is? Do you know who is qualified to do that? Who decides what is constitutional and what is legal? Do you know who is? 92?
A lot of people.
No, not a lot of people. In fact, there's really just one final authority on it. Do you know who that is?
It depends
Who's
on
the final? Who would be the? No, sir. No, sir. I'm so sorry. No, sir. There's just one. It's just one. I'm sorry. It's just one thing. If you don't know the answer, I'm surprised. As law enforcement, I'm surprised you don't know the answer to this.
I didn't say I was
Who would be the final authority? What's that?
I said I didn't say I
You
was
said
law
that.
enforcement.
Yes, you did. You said earlier that you were law enforcement. Yes,
no,
you
I
did.
said I worked with law enforcement.
Oh, sorry. You worked with law enforcement.
I didn't say I
Interesting.
was. I would never tell you about law enforcement.
Oh, no problem. And then that actually clears up a lot why you would have some misunderstandings here. So I'll help you out. So that would be the Supreme Court of the United States, sir. And starting with Tennessee v. Garner in 1985, and in 10 subsequent Supreme Court cases, they've all ruled that that our assessment of this situation is correct. We're not going off of our feelings. We're not going off of our guts. We're not going off of we're just mad. No, sir. We're going off of actual legal precedent set in these cases starting 40 years ago, 1985, Tennessee v. Garner, set by the Supreme Court, and going all the way up to May 25. I suggest you read Felix. So what you should be doing, instead of sitting here and saying that you guys don't understand it, sure, that's fine. But the Supreme Court, they do understand, sir, and they've ruled multiple times in the favor of the victims who have been shot by police, because the people who are doing the shooting, they're not justified in doing the shooting. And I strongly recommend that you go and look at those Supreme Court cases before you start throwing stones at other people, because it sounds like you might not understand what you're talking about.
Okay, can I respond now?
Hold on. Wait.
I got a response to this. I got a response to what you said.
Let me just say something. Let me just say something right quick.
I have a response.
Yes, let me just.
Are you a Trump
I have a
supporter?
response.
I'm sorry?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Am I a Trump supporter? Yes, I voted for Trump.
Okay. All right, sir. We'll be right with you in just a moment, okay? Just one moment. Thank you very much for your patience. Hey, Itchy,
now-
was there something that you wanted to say?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
I do have a response to what Idgie just said, though.
That wasn't Itchy. That was Matt that was talking to you. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
Matt. Okay, I'll respond to
here's
that
the
guy.
dealio, though. Here's the thing, because it's my juke joint, all right? I got one more thing that I want to tell you, and then I'll let you respond.
Okay.
You say, I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So,
That's all. Bye. All right. Y'all fucking right. All right. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, let's be so serious. Shout out to the Gooch for the 10. Oh, wait, Gooch, you sent that earlier. Thank you so much, Gooch, for the 10. I appreciate you. That was already included. Shout out to Mel for the 10. Guess is still justifying murder. Yes, he was. Yes, the fuck he was. And was he ever going to admit to that? No. That's why I do not think that that man ever served a day in his life in anything other than a psych ward. I hope that wasn't like mean towards people with mental illness. That wasn't the point. He's just crazy as hell. My apologies in advance if it was. All right. But draw some hearts in the chat for Melanie and Gucci. Thank you very, very much. All right. Also, shout out to Sharon. All right. Miss Sharon was sick of his shit. Miss Sharon sent $85 and said, thank you for all you do. All right. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for all you do. All right. For getting him up out of the paint. All right. And that was a perma, because I changed that mid. I did. That was a perma. Okay. All right. If that other account decides to come around, that's going to be banned too, because there's no way. There's no way. The twist and turns, his chiropractic bill has to be high as fuck. Okay? With that being said, it's chat choice. All right. So drop all of the hearts in the chat for Miss Sharon. All right. And for all of our donors. Okay. And also shout out to Soloing Your Verse over on the tube. They sent a $20 super chat to like correct a error that was made in a comment. But bro, you didn't have to do that. But Hector definitely saw it. All is good. Y'all are cool. Y'all are cool. Oh, AG, we're going to get to you. Not AG. What's your name? Yelly, Velly? Velly, I'm going to get to you. I promise. I have to grift for just a moment. Guys, Hector and I, all right, are going to be battling Joey and whoever the heck else he chooses. It may be Saj or it may be Jen. All right. All I know is that Hector and I will win. Okay. Hector and I will win because we have you. All right. So that means I need all of you to show up to support Hector and I because it is going down this Wednesday. All right. No BS. Okay. We're not losing. Okay. If y'all want me to not have an attitude, because if you were there, you saw what happened. All right. And Joey's over there talking shit. We can't have that. I do too, kiddies. I do too. All right. I don't know the time yet, but once I do, I'm going to tell you the time, but it's going to be on Wednesday because we are not accepting that shit. We're not accepting it. Okay. We're not accepting it. I refuse to lose. Hector refuses to lose. Okay. You all don't want Hector mad now, do you? Now, I do know that you all have like this Dom King thing that you have going on. Okay. I get it. All right. You love it when he shames you, but you don't really want to see him upset. Okay. I'm being honest with you. You don't really want to see him upset. Okay. So what I need for you all to do. All right. Exactly. Lauren, you saw it. He's challenging us, calling us out. How dare he? Hector and I must win. No ifs, ands, or booties about it. All right. All right. White women, show up. White men too. All right. Matt, gather the white men. Okay. All right. Gather the white men.
I'm gonna do my best. I'm also gonna leave. I just really needed to yell at him like for a second, and that wasn't even really yelling at him. But
This is about to be a
that guy
conversation, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
Well, I don't want to overload your. But one last thing I'm gonna tell you before I go.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Earlier today, I did a test live, and I got the Google Voice thing working.
What? You have to show me how do you do that. I know you're going to show everyone.
I will.
So
I will. We'll talk. You went on.
Oh, come back. That's going to be a black ass conversation, and he left. What a pussy.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna do it tonight. So I'm gonna do it tonight for the first time. So
okay, bet.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a great night. Thanks, Matt. Make sure you're following Matt, guys. He's the best. You can drop yourself. I don't do that whole thing. Not you running. Come back. Was it the word black that got ya? Was it the word black? You got afraid of the word? Did it scare ya? Itchy, why you do that? Why you run him off like that? Why? Why'd you do that? I can't never have any fun. I never get to have any fun. Bicycles. Anywho, chat choice though. It's still chat choice. All right, what do you guys want? Do you all want me to sing? All right, I'm not dancing because I can't dance. All right, I only dance for one person, and I told that person I was going to behave myself, so I'm behaving myself. All right, so with that being said, okay, what y'all want? Dad joke? Want me to sing? You want me to tell a story? Or does someone, I'll answer two questions. Or I answer two questions. One from the tube and one from the TikTok. Three. One from tube, one from TikTok, and one from Twitch. I don't know no poetry. All right. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I want to screw you. Fucking modern day Shakespeare over here. Joey is not good. Wow, I'm going to tell Joey you said that. Dad jokes, I'm not doing no damn pickle dance. Where have you been? Where have you been? So we're going to read from the dad joke book? If I do that, that means Itchy and Liv are going to leave. So I'll let you all know that. They're going to leave. They're going to go bye-bye. Roses are red, violets are blue, MAGA is red, but I'm voting blue. That's kind of redundant, but funny. That's a good one. I like it. That's a good one. All I know about the BAFTA, I don't know what happened at the BAFTA Awards. I know those are the British Academy of Film and something. He's after my mods? Huh. No, he's not. My mods aren't going anywhere. My mods are fucking awesome. I don't take these things lightly. I know no poetry. I'm looking at YouTube chat now, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. Let me see. BRB? Okay. Well, guys. Oh, man. Oh, they said that it was Tourette's. All right. So I can't say that wasn't what it was. Would I say to hear the N-word while you're giving someone an award would be jarring? Hell yeah. I would think so. I honestly would think that would be like a lot jarring. And I do kind of think like, why that word specifically? But they're saying that it was Tourette. So what else is there to actually say to it? Can I say if I agree, if I believe them or not? I don't know. All I can do is believe them until not so. That's it. What? Why that word? That's the thing. Why that word? Like, they could have said a whole bunch of other words, but it was that word. That's what I'm like, yeah. I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Guys, we have someone in the request. I doubt they're a Trump supporter, though. We'll see what happens. Nope, they're gone. Okay. All right, so since you all couldn't choose, I'm making a choice for you, and I've chosen to take a nap. Since the chat couldn't choose what they wanted, I'm taking a nap. Exactly, they can't control their tics, so I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't know. A film was made about his life with it? I don't know. Well, you can't control it. That's the whole thing about it, though. You can't control Tourette's. You really can't. You can't control Tourette's. All right. Also, I do believe that they don't get to choose the words that they use. It's just it can be suspicious because of the timing. That's what it is. It's just suspicious because of the timing, yet they don't get to pick and choose when they have, a moment. They don't. So, Jesus Christ, this just keeps getting worse and worse. I just want to tell dad jokes. I have no idea about that stuff. That's wow. Hector, go live. Okay. Hey, guys, what was the first animal in space? The cow that jumped over the moon. No? That didn't land? That wasn't a good one? Fair. Fair enough. Hey, what holds up the sun? Sunbeams. Help. Oh, someone already sent you a get in the box. You know who you are. Get in the box right now. Now. Please. I beg. Okay. There's more. There's more. Just you wait. That's stupid. That's a stupid joke. Okay. Where did the bacteria go on vacation? Nope. No one wants to guess? Germany. Get it? Germany, because it's bacteria. So, Germany. Bruh. You said Jamaica? No. Jamaica. No. No. Oh my God. Singapore? No. Okay. I don't like that joke. What kind of flower grows on your face? Tulips. Get it? Tulips. Shout out to Angie. She got it. Gave you enough time. Tulips. You get it? Oh, now you want to join. Hi.
Hi, is Liv here or is he here?
Liv is doing something. Who knows?
Because you're like drowning.
Liv is doing like hot girl shit. What do you mean drowning? My jokes are fucking awesome. What are you talking about? Bruh, I have a whole book.
You know what? I have a whole book too. Let me go get it.
It's the delivery. The delivery is immaculate.
Oh my
Now you're
goodness.
here.
Eric, I got my hat.
Yeah. Oh, can we see your hat, please? Please.
Oh, let me go put it on. Wait, please.
Thank you. Shauna got her hat.
Y'all stop following me around, please. Y'all don't have to follow me around. Seriously.
How did I forget my baby's name? Hi, Frankie. There we go.
Frankie and Val. Don't leave Val out.
Okay, I won't leave Val. Wait, there's 3 of them though.
Yeah, Gidget, but she's like a pretty much,
She's chill.
She's just chill. I forget that she's here sometimes.
Oh, okay. She doesn't do anything to where we actually have conversations about her, but we do have conversations about Val and Frankie, mostly Frankie.
Yeah. Well, there's photo proof that Gidget exists. Only you and Hector have that photo, so keep it safe, please.
We'll do. Safekeepings.
They are not my servants. Who said that?
Huh? Her servants? No.
Those are my babies.
Those are doggos. Those are doggies.
All right.
They're corgis.
Let me go in my office.
Yeah, she didn't hear that. Because if she heard that, I would have been corrected. But yes, Shauna has 3 awesome corgis.
Corgis.
Sure, Shauna. I've heard it both ways. Tomato, tomato. Oh, you cute, big screen. Boom. Yes.
Boom.
Yes. Get it.
Okay,
There we go.
Chat. Bruh.
Yes. That is a light gray bruh hat. I can't wait for the Gooch to get her pink one. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I want the pink one.
You're not gonna be twinning out in these streets?
Yes. I ordered the blue one. Like the denim one.
The blue one?
Yeah, I can't wait to have that one. I'm totally gonna wear like the blue one, and I think like the pink one in Spain. Seriously. Did you get your shirt yet?
No, my shirt was shipped today. I got a notice it was shipped today, I think. Or some courier's hands.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to say hi to the chat?
That hopefully soon.
Do you want to say hi to the chat? Come here.
Is that Frankie?
Yep.
I'm not running out of colors in a t-shirt. I got all the colors.
Chat. This is Frankie, chat.
Hi, Frankie.
Say
I see your ears. Hi, Frankie.
Say hi.
Hi. Frankie, you say hi. Look in the camera, boy. Frankie. Hi. You're looking everywhere but at the camera. Just like a toddler.
Say hello. Say hello. Hey, don't you lick me. Don't you lick me. We don't do that here.
We black. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it.
So yes, his ears are massive. I'm not sure if he's going to grow into them or not.
No, he's not. He's definitely not. Someone said my cat got offended and left. Super cute. I love that hat, by the way. Right.
Thank you. I love it too. If you guys want one, you should go to theericaeffect.com and get you one because they are
awesome. All right, cool. I didn't have to do that promo. My friend did it for me. Yay. Awesome. That's super cute. Do you like the color though, for real?
I love the color. I love the color. It's just like my Kamala hat. It's a little darker, but I like the charcoal, like blackish look, grayish look. So
nice. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Yes, it is adjustable. Yes, it is. It's adjustable. I need to update this here. Also, I can't show that on the screen. I wish I could put like the .com on the screen, but I can't. But the link's in the bio, ericaeffect.com. That is my site.
Is that a TOS thing?
Yeah, they'll take you down. Yeah, that's my site, ericaeffect.com. All right. And I do think that I'm all like conversation out. So I am going to be telling dad jokes. I'm going to be telling them like Trump.
I have a dad joke or two.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
I do. I have to pull up my arsenal.
Would it hide my hairline is wild. Yes, it will hide your hairline. Yes. It will hide your hairline.
It's hiding these braids that I have to take out. I just don't want to. I'm not looking forward to it.
Hey, I did my own hair, and the reason why I wear it up is because I fucked it up. So,
but it looks good. Every single live,
looks good
and
up.
like it never fails. Somebody's always standing your hair,
Yeah,
so because it is
great
cute.
Up. Let me see this bitch down, not wear a hat.
Well, if anyone doesn't like it, they're just a hater.
That part. That part.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. But her hair is adorable.
All right. Let's see here. Do you have a joke? Do you have your book, or I can tell one?
I'm pulling up my clean list.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Liv is doing.
Liv has been chilling.
Yeah, I don't know what
I left and came back, and he's still chilling.
Yeah, there's no way that he fell asleep. There's no way.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Why?
Because they make up everything. Go ahead. Bring the tomatoes, guys. I like them.
Bruh. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Why do opera singers make such great sailors?
Why?
Because they know how to hit the high seas. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
How do you organize a space party?
You plan it. Shauna, we've been here before.
I know.
Okay.
I pulled out my classic and corny list. I can up the ante.
Okay. All right. Guys, while we tell dad jokes, gonna keep Simhar on the panel. Simhar is our friend over in Libya. She's originally from I'm gonna mess it up. How do you say Eritrea? How do you say it?
Eritrean.
Say it again.
Eritrean.
So she's Eritrean. All right. So it's Eritrea, right? How do you say it? I messed the word up so bad. I don't want to.
I'm not messing up. Cubby's not coming after me.
Yeah, Cubby. I don't want that smoke. All right, but she's Eritrean, but she is unfortunately stuck in Libya with her children, and in order to basically provide for her kids, she does join panels and she is gifted. So please, just show all the love to Simhar. All right, just throw all the love to her. And just do that while we're telling our dad jokes, and then let's try to get her at least to 5,000 coins. We can do that. I know that we can. I believe in you all. All right. King Kongalicious, how dare you say log off while we're telling dad jokes?
That's crazy.
You come back here. You come here now.
That's GOP behavior.
I know, right? That's
GOP. Wait, let me try to send this to
GOP, not you, but GOP. GOP.
All right, Simhar, there you go, baby.
Let me see. What do I have on this one? I don't know how to gift from the main account, but I can gift from this one, I do believe.
I have so many coins saved up because they're making me give my ID, my information, in order to transfer them. That's a new thing. I used to be able just to receive gifts, and then I would just recycle them to creators as gifts.
It's because of how much you made in gifts now. They want you to verify your
now
identity.
they're making me. Yeah, so now they're making me we want your ID before you can recycle. I'm like, what?
Yep. It's because of
the main reason why I don't go live.
Yeah. So it's because of that.
I have so many coins. Maybe I can get there if I'm brave enough and I'm like, okay, fine, you can have my license. Maybe you'll get that Zeus. Just FYI, check out the gift gallery.
Matter of fact, let me see what's going on in there. Like, I don't understand
Yo,
this gift
that
gallery.
gift
This shit
gallery,
is
that gift gallery is
wicked.
scary as shit. It's scary as shit.
It's B2 gift gallery though, bro. Why is it like this? I'm like,
not only one meteor, 2 meteors.
Yeah, bruh.
2 meteor showers.
A fucking leopard, a Zeus, a lion. Is this right? Come on, a future city. You know what? I'm gonna keep hope alive, but I ain't. No. Yeah, nah. But thank you so much. Thank you, Breeze, Miss Valerie, Becca, Gooch. Thank you, Gooch. I love just saying the Gooch. Thank you, the Gooch. Jada, Shauna, Valerie. That's a different Valerie. Valerie, also Blue Canary, and Hector. Thank you so much for lighting up 9 so far. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much.
21, right?
Yeah, 9 out of 21. Right, but that's not bad. Okay.
I thought I was dyslexic because I almost said dyslexic because
you want to talk about it?
No, I do not.
You don't want to talk about it?
No, because it's not going to solve anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, Shauna, quick question, because someone a mutual was hosting this panel last night, and because she had went on a date with a guy, right? And she said it was their 5th date, right? Okay, so it was their 5th date, and she learned this about him, that he has a friend of 27 years, I believe she said. So I'm just gonna say over 25 years. A friend over 25 years who has 11 kids with just as many women. And she's like, no, couldn't be me. Couldn't be my friend. Could you be friends with someone who had 11 kids by 11 different people?
No, I'm scared to try to make me an auntie or something.
No, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I couldn't do it.
I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge him. I mean, to each their own.
I'm judging. Like, you make bad decisions. I don't care. All right.
Maybe he fell in love with someone every year.
But yes, guys, let's not forget about Simhart. Let's keep doing all of the good things for Simhart, guys. Let's get her up to at least 5,000 coins. I know we can do it. We're almost there. We're close.
Guys.
I'm looking at it right here. We're almost close. Like, let's get Simhart up to 5,000. All right. Thank you, Swan.
Okay, there's a lot of judges in this community.
What?
I get it.
What's wrong with judging? All right, that's how you build your discernment.
I'm not a judgmental person.
I'm sorry, I can't do a live and let live on that one. Like, no. Like, come on. You made bad decisions.
You know what? I hate that expression. Live, love, and laughter. Is that how you say it?
Live, laugh. No.
Live, laugh, and love.
Live long and prosper.
No, that's Star Trek.
Oh, I don't know.
We can say that all day, but the live, love, and laugh. You know, you go in people's homes and they have like the live, laugh, and
eat, love, and pray.
Help.
Eat, love, pray.
Chat. Help. Is it live, laugh, and love? Yeah, live, laugh, and love. And they always have it like above their door on a little sign or something in their house. And if you guys have it in your house, I am so sorry. Oh, love, love, and laugh. No,
live, laugh, love.
Set me up.
Oh, my shit, no lie. All right, my shit says, "Ho, why is you here?"
Live, laugh. Did you just call somebody a hoe?
That's what my thing says. Like my door thing. It says, "Ho, why is you here?"
But you're talking about somebody in the request.
Oh no, God no. No, who's in the request?
Oh, no. Live, laugh, and love. Live, laugh, and love. Okay. If you guys have that in your house, I apologize. But I don't like it. I just never liked that expression. It's so you know how people don't like the M word? You know how people don't like the M word? I don't like the
You don't like live, laugh, live, love, laugh, love, live, whatever?
Live, love.
3 L's?
No. I don't want to love. I just want to live and laugh.
You don't want to love? I just want to love. You know,
I'm kidding. You know I want to. It's a joke.
You know, love. Huh. What is it good for?
Every time I bring up love, you tell me fuck niggas.
Absolutely nothing. Love. Huh. Y'all. Okay, anywho. Hey, what is it good for? Seriously.
Hey, Ash, Ash, I thought we were cool, sis. That's wicked.
What's love got to do with it?
That was a good
got
movie.
to do with it? What's love?
Got to do.
But a something notion. What's love got to do with it?
I've been told in these streets that love is stressful. Love is time consuming. Love is just ugh.
Some of these men are like babies. Like you gotta raise them. Like at what point do you become too old to raise a man? Like seriously. Like what age?
My age.
Like, I'm old as shit. So like no.
You.
No way. Ain't no way.
I'm older than you.
Just saying. Dating is a part-time job? Nope. I'm good. No, thank you. I was telling someone earlier today that I like the idea of it. Like, how can I put this? What was it that was said? I like the lead up. I don't like the action. So like getting ready to go out at night, right? When you're going out on the town, you know how you do your stuff, you do your makeup, your hair, you get all pretty, you put the dress on, you smell good, like all of that stuff like that, right? I like that part. That part is fun. All right. The actual like going out and being outside, I don't like that part too much. Outside's expensive. Can I afford to be outside sometimes? Sure, but do I like it? No. Nope.
I went outside last weekend and I had the omen upon me. So.
And I swear I'm not going to nobody's goddamn cigar bar. I refuse.
Y'all almost died.
Fucking lose it. I remember when I used to choose to go to cigar bars. The fuck was I thinking? Ugh. I hate the way it smells in there.
I had to wash my hair 3 times when I got home Saturday night. 3 times.
It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it.
You know how hard it is to wash braids? They're so heavy when they're
hard.
wet.
I do believe. Hard. I believe it. All right, chat. Don't embarrass me. We're almost halfway there to 5,000. Let's do it. I don't know how to send gifts on my on this account because if I did, I would.
Where's Mel? I need to know what my horoscope is.
The love one? The love horoscope?
No. Why do y'all always owe me about this love horoscope? What about my professional, my lifestyle, my choices?
No one cares about that.
Who?
Hey,
Invasion. Oh, it's Faisal.
Hi. And yes, it is an invasion, an African invasion. Hallelujah.
What up?
But Erica, that was funny. Who cares?
Who cares?
No, so Faisal, every time our girl Mel does in Hector's live, she'll do like a horoscope at the end of this live just to wind things down. And then whenever I want to read mine, they always come for me. No, Shauna, read your love. I'm like, I don't want
And Sean's like,
no.
I didn't join.
You did join Auntie Bugs.
She was tapping.
Oh, I was tapping. Sorry, guys.
No worries. Auntie Bugsby, you gotta do a mod announcement. Will you please tell the chat to take care of Simhar?
Absolutely. Chat, do your job. Take care of Simhar. Tapping is clapping.
Oh,
and sharing is carrying it. Do it.
There we go.
Go on now.
Thank you.
Get.
Get now. Get. Thank you, Auntie.
Get.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Love y'all.
Love you more.
Mwah.
Johnson Hearts
Tell
in the
them to
chat for
clap
Auntie
those-
Bugsby, y'all.
Time to clap the screen like they clap those cheeks.
I hate it when Hector says it, and I hate it when you say it too. Now I'm gonna hold you. Hey, Tiana. Tiana used to be my personal trainer when I was like actually fit. Yeah. Had me in there lifting weights and shit. That was years ago. I need to tone up though, seriously. Or else.
Summer's right around the corner.
Yeah. I was like,
I lift. Well, I get on. I do a light jog, like a light cardio jog in the morning, and then I'll lift and alternate between my rower for strength training.
I like to lift a cup of coffee.
You know what, Erica? That's
Shout out to Nat. Shout out to Nat. Look at Nat doing all the good things. Thank you to everyone who donated to Simhart. You're freaking awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat, y'all. Drop those hearts in the chat. It's freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome. Look at Nat with the come through. Awesome. Fantastic. That was fun. Awesome. All right, Simhart, I'm going to go ahead and let you down, love, but thank you so much for coming up. All right, you take care. Guys, you guys are freaking awesome. That was fantastic. Hazel, you said you had a dark joke for us. Let's hear it.
It's always a dark joke. Always a dark joke.
I'm listening.
Don't cancel me.
I will.
What would we call it if an amputee did martial arts?
Oh God, no. Don't even finish that shit. Nope. Don't finish it. Nope. Mm-mm.
I know what it is.
Nope. I don't even care. Nope. So, nope. Hazel, don't do it.
Hazel, you ain't taking us down with you.
What tastes better than it sounds? What tastes better than it sounds?
I can't say what I want to say, but what?
Bruh. I was about to say something. I would say, especially if he has a good diet. Anywho, a tongue. It's a tongue. A tongue.
Wait, what?
What?
What was the question again?
What tastes better than it sounds?
Oh, okay.
A tongue.
Okay. That makes sense.
A tongue. There we go.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
There you go. See, I'm good at this.
Okay. All right. What do you
Frankie, no.
Why? Okay. Why couldn't the knife go back in the drawer?
Why?
Because he was in a jam.
Bruh.
Wow.
Of course, Simhart. Bruh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hazel, do you have one that won't get my live canceled, that like won't deplatform me?
I have to think.
Okay.
No. Just
I
go to Google. That's what I did. I have an arsenal of dark jokes too, Hazel. Trust me, but I can't say them right now. It's too early. Hey, boundaries.
Telling the dog boundaries is hilarious. I'm sorry. Boundaries.
No barking in the
Girl
yard.
doesn't even understand boundaries. Okay. Why are A's like flowers?
Why?
Because bees come after them.
Right, Frankie. Yeah.
Now we're not going for 1 million taps. Not like this. All right.
And we had spicy one. Spicy ones is what gets the people going.
We had like 1,300 people up in here. We're down to 377. I can't believe people still are watching over on the tube. That's crazy. And Twitch. Wicked work. All right. So yeah.
I think I have one. These are so corny. Okay. Why do genies fly on magic carpets?
Why?
Because no one ever wishes for cheaper flights.
Oh God. Who doesn't wish for a cheaper flight? I need a cheaper flight.
Depends on how much business is.
I'm about to go. I need to sell some hand picks. Get my nails done and go sell some hand picks or something.
Feet is worth that.
No, I don't want to do feet.
You have nice hands. I don't. I've always had like
market
hands ever since I was in high school. So
I need a niche market though. That's what I need.
I have too much. I have mannish hands, so I don't think that will work. And I don't have pretty feet, so I wouldn't. Yeah, that's not an avenue I can choose.
What about your elbows?
Hyperpigmentation.
I tried. Also, I can't believe I made that noise in y'all mouth. My bad.
At this point,
it was that loud.
I had 2 shots. Also, forgive me. It's been a day.
At this point, it's stay on live for as long as possible or sell little ass, and I can't do that. I'm getting married.
Can't be selling no.
That's not
You can't be selling your stuff.
You getting married?
technically. not soon. But
Technically is
technically.
what?
Technically is wild.
What? Basil? Basil, do you have an appropriate joke for us?
How does Dark Vader like his toast?
How?
On the dark side.
I knew that's what it was. I knew Someone said that MAGA's driving you to the bottle, Erica.
They are. They're not lying. They fucking are. They fucking are. Literally. Don't make no sense around these parts. I don't want to be this way, but here we are. All right. I thought I could do this shit sober. Nope. No. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know if I can do corny dad jokes. It's not in me, but I want to try one more time.
You want to try one more time?
Yeah, I have to do a corny dad joke because I like the spicy ones. Okay. What do redheads use to make sandwiches?
What?
Gingerbread.
Please leave. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Watch out, please.
All right, I got a few super chats that I have to read off. Shout out to Mr. Melvin for the $5 super chat. Mr. Melvin, Liv not here no more. But I'm going to tell him this. He said, Liv, what do you teach in the theme of your program? I teach kindergarten and we are doing eras of music. My class is doing Cool in the Gang Celebration. You want to know a funny story about that, Mr. Melvin? I'll answer your question first, all right? I think their Black History program is going to be dealing, of course, with figures of history. I do not think that it has a specific theme, just the figures of history. But I will find out from Liv and provide you with a concrete one, since you're a regular, so I'll definitely be sure to tell you. But Liv teaches basically history. He teaches history to the students, and I know he goes up to 8th grade because it's a charter school. So I know that part. And he teaches history. So there's that. So if you know Liv, all right, and you want to support him, Live to Be Great. LIV 2, then BGR8. Like the number 8. There we go. But shout out to Mr. Melvin. Also, Mr. Melvin sent $2 for Matt. Get him. This was earlier when Matt was here. And soloing your verse sent $2 and said, what do you call a duck with a psychology degree? And then for some reason you sent a $20 super chat with the answer and said anything but a quack.
Oh,
bruh. Did you mean to do that? Just bruh. But thank you so much, guys, for the support. Y'all are fucking awesome. Thank you. Draw some hearts in the chat for all of our tubers for showing the love. That's friggin' awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's funny. All right, what do you call a duck with a psychology degree? Anything but a quack. That's funny. You don't think that's funny?
It's funny. It's funny.
Hilarious.
What do you? Where do you keep bacon?
On a pig.
In a pig pen.
I hate it here.
You know what I've always thought? You know what I've always found weird?
What?
Is that I'm sorry and I apologize are synonyms, just not at a funeral.
Yep, Basil. Yep. That is true. Who's live? We still have 300 people here for some reason. I don't know why. But who's live? Who's live? All right, because we're going to end before I start talking.
Yeah. Our friends.
Oh, I'm going to start mine soon.
Nah, when y'all say soon, y'all be like 20, 15 minutes.
Well,
is Swan live?
I don't think Swan is live right now. But I'm awake. I'm not sleepy, so I was gonna start it technically I was gonna start in 30 minutes, but I can start now.
I can't see who's live.
She sent me a raid the other day though, so I gotta return the favor.
Who?
Peaches.
Oh, so go to Peaches?
Yeah, Sweet Peaches. She's live because she sent me a raid the other day. Also, David is live and Adam is live. And
Oh, I
Queen
like
V is
David.
live. Oh, let me see something here. I can't go into
Ooh,
the
Queen.
Yeah,
I like her
Queen.
spicy.
I like her.
She's super spicy. I like her. She is.
She don't play around. I think she's
She does
also a
not.
May Gemini too.
She does not play.
Mm-mm.
She does not play.
I know I'm gonna go TikTok button.
I'm gonna make some tea.
Okay.
Maybe watch an anime.
Let me see something. Give me one moment.
Hi, Athena.
Hi, Athena. Athena, you should have been here like an hour ago. We had like 1,300 people in here before I started telling dad jokes and got tipsy. My bad. My bad. My bad. I've been looking for you. What was I about to do, y'all? I forgot. I'm not gonna kid you.
You're about to raid Peaches.
Yes, thank you. Let me see what they
Because
got.
I can't see who's live.
Okay.
Make me a cup of tea. Watch an anime.
I'm just trying to see what people are actually talking about. I'm trying to see
Wait,
what
who does
people
Peaches have on her panel?
She don't have no one right now.
I was gonna say if it's Dame or Kenneth, I'm like,
What if I did a Levito raid?
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna see me over there.
A Levito
I don't know
raid?
who that is.
You don't know Levito?
Oh,
my
Faisal,
God.
you're in for a treat.
You know what? I'm not sending you anywhere. Wherever you go, drop some hearts in the chat. Do all of the good things for the people. All right, let's do that. All right. With that being said, Shauna, I love you. You already know what it is. Also, Shauna, I'm gonna message you about something because I really want you to come and I need you to come. So there's that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You already know what it is. Okay.
I know what it
just
is.
Answer.
Okay. Okay.
I
I'll
just
talk
told
to
you
y'all
what
later.
it is.
Bye, guys.
All right. See you, Shauna.
Bye,
Faisal?
Shauna.
Bye, Faisal.
Yeah, whoa.
Guys, make sure you're following Faisal. Faisal is our South African brother. All right. He hangs out with Swan, okay, on the third shift, on all the shifts, really, for the most part. All right. So make sure you're following Faisal, okay? And also, Faisal does host his own live. All right. So if you go over to Faisal's at any point and you say, all right, if you say, Erica sent me here, then you better be doing all the good things, okay? All of the good things. All right. I'm about to hit that outro music. All right. That's what we're going to do. And make sure you're following Faisal. Okay. Matter of fact, Faisal, I want you to report back and I want you to tell me how many new followers you got. All right. You should at least get 50.
Okay, I shall tell you.
I can't
Before
wait. I'm so sorry because I'm going to let you finish. I promise. I so promise. I just want to say, I can't wait until like, I'm like one of those like people that like when you go on their panel, you walk away with like 800 new subscribers or new followers or something. I can't wait. I want to do that for people.
I would love to join. It's just, it would have to be a topic that I can actively engage in. Because, like, what am I doing talking about Trump?
Exactly.
Like, yes, I can. But what am I doing talking about Trump?
Yeah,
So,
that part.
yeah.
But then
But
at the
also,
same time, sometimes we do like have the different like the geopolitics conversations and like of course the conversations about like white supremacy and whatnot. And then you don't come around until it's like 30 minutes later. Where you be at? But also you be asleep though, Faisal, because of the time difference.
yeah, like, usually I should be asleep right now because it's 2:30. But I have, like, I got used to sleeping with my person here. Now they're not here. Now my body is just like, I don't know what to do. So, yeah, this is why I was like, I'm probably going to go live in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then
Well, I'll stop by to say hi.
see what number does. Okay, I have one last thing.
Sure.
Since we were talking about relationships earlier on, don't look for the perfect match. Just use a lighter.
And Faisal, what do we say?
I had to.
Yeah.
just
Have a good night,
it was
Faisal.
right there.
I'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
That was funny. That was funny. Don't look for the perfect match. Use a lighter. Okay. All right. Let's hit that outro music and let's see what happens. All right, boom. Everyone, gather around. All right, YouTubers, Twitchers, TikTokers. All right, go somewhere, have fun. All right, go do some good things. All right, send Hector some positive healing energy because my buddy's not feeling well. So send him some healing energy. Okay, do good things. With that being said, what a hell of a show. I feel like we're back to normal now, all right? We're back to normal. Okay, 2 normal shows in a row. Oh my God, can you believe it? With that being said, thank you all to everyone who tapped the screen, who sent a comment, who shared, who reposted, who kept the chat going. Thank you to all the gifters, all the donors. I appreciate you all so very much, guys. Can't do this without y'all. I let you know that because it's the fucking truth. With that being said, y'all, thank you so very much for being here tonight. Of course, Tuesday is my day off, so you might catch me TikTok botting tomorrow. I might be doing that. I will be doing that because it's what I do. But with that being said, y'all, I leave you with this as I always do. All right, if you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. Also, do something kind for me if you will. All right, amongst the 100 other things that you've done. Visit ericaeffect.com. ericaeffect.com. Today is the last day to use your code for free shipping, MOMSHIP. So MOMSHIP. Today is the last day to use it to get free shipping. Get yourself a Do All the Good Things shirt or a bruh hat. All right. Again, still working on new stuff, so I'll update as it comes. But with that being said, guys, thank you again for doing all the good things. I love y'all. I really do. With that being said, all right, y'all take care of yourselves and